Kiri.
Kasata wanya.
Vamos na la capo moli jiberani na molali kama kukibaro se watu mosita maluma. Ali uli kalina. Se watu mo. Vamos na la capo moli jiberani na molali kama kukibaro se watu mosita maluma. Wawai. Ali uli kalina. Se watu mo. Se watu mo. Se watu mo. Ali uli kalina. Abenya meka fole nyam. Say what you more, say what you more, say what you more. Abenya menka fole nyam. Vamos na la capo moli jibelani la mulali kama kukibaro say what you more. Sitambali ma wawai, ali uli kalina. Say what you more. Vamos na la capo moli jibelani la mulali kama kukibaro say what you more. Sitambali ma wawai, ali uli kalina. Say what you more, say what you more, say what you more. Say what you more, abenya menka fole nyam. Say what you more, say what you more, say what you more, abenya menka fole nyam. Ule lota damdula temena kaironi sewo alamadala la yi. Ule lota temena. Say what you more, say what you more, ali wili kalina. Say what you more, abenya menka fole nyam. Say what you more, say what you more, say what you more. Ali wili kwe kapone na.
Nimbe kiri.
Nkafo wole nyama.
Ninyaye minje.
Nkafo wole nyama. Nimbe kiri.
Kasata wanya.
Nimbe kiri. Nkafo wanya.
Ni laftaka kodo mutaka bonang UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland ani nyimbanku tomal mu meto. Supersonics le itadulate. Anada di masanji jama Gambia bankoka ise kodo tanole ibe dawo da birin katon fokoina andung batatije. Hade batatije ise kodo tanole ka bonam bantala bankol to birin UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland ani nyimbanku tomal mu beto na doku sone yata atariyata akoita andung allanna yata. Gambia bankoka Supersonics le dinkiral siyata katambinyin tomal mu meti. Supersonics be banku tan sabani nani leto fota findu bankolto dung ila Google Play Store to wala ila Apple app sign ye Supersonics la money transfer app o download pour que ifa munafang na service olla
L Logistics badingulu ñunul dung ñonta won lemu bagasi samboto andu nata ke fita konkonde wonto e bali damin wala mu jamani banko kante ñinilde ni atara ete be sabatirin jamani le andu bakaso le bebulu elafta kaminul fena Gambia jam bakaso sifa wo sifa kabirin motol lombang alla nyin siram balo bicycle katafo matresol frigolo a fengo fen ni telafta ka fena Gambia doron ini L&L Logistic ye nyomoy itol sachi kanole ya feye nang Gambia dawoda andi manna dawola de tumala minne tul fango mu fitalet ibe dawoda kabirin Europe lomba wala fo America fo Gambia jam fango ni atara ila fita moto sanna jamani le ka samba Gambia e kanjinul fanan bekele itolo do buka dam moto sango damale be moto min sanne e ba jibela moto lo konole ayke moto kendoti ya test fo telefongo e kontane wokola yana bula kulungo kono ya fe yana fo Gambia jang wala badi ngolon kamune bato alinge commande ninyen telephone olla +49 157 842 21805
or WhatsApp +49 1577 21 757
wala Gambia number
+220 315 3129
wala +220 702 7276 and +220 362 5481 L&L Logistic Badingolu Dahanata Kola Banda Alba
Kobe mu watoleti. Everything is time.
fantankode wole fisiata fanjaroti pankanta kurto fanan mone buka fara nyine ya sabu Gambia National Insurance Company jama basa fa GNIC Limited wolle nata pour nyin kammala al sal fankanta ni tolla baydi tolo ka minke wala mu insurance te e ka fomi fankanto walla de e tol ka minke kabiri moto insurance ni moto le be boli lafta insurance o le jola walla fire and burglary insurance nyin kammala ni la dulale janita walla la bitiko janita ise fankanto soto contractors or risk insurance travelers personal accident and marine insurance kata employers liability insurance nyindul be mu fennati me yalon ko tebe do ko la dawda fo jiyo kono lon tinto kan walla motole be bulu ban fo bitiko ise fango tankandino wala andi toldu mi yela kodiya e bale Gambia banko bele kan da kunda babe dame wala mu 19 Kairaba Avenue Atlas Petrol Station o komala e manna da wole e bale bundung e bale burusubi e bale banjun e bale bakote e be basay farafenye birikama do e bale dame wala mu gonjur la main junction oti ni kabona jame mbato janni be futala gonjur Johnson ba fangoto babar farlalu nyaatile wala je e bale waleto walla baadi wolo alnga ferolo ke ngam pangolo kanta nyin kammala mone kana na kutoro fara bari momalo ala be binkela sama walla ning dafta ku jama lon na nyin ko to alinge commande ni la telephone la 2004933 walla 9856744 walla 3856744 birkaman kolu a asute diata ibe tirinde ngali babar wafi dulale la dron mi yalon ko afele gunjur lay Johnson ba katamato birkama sate kon doma makore kula amakore
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم barang alsal hakombo linga nyin kolta bang alim balal demandin rong ngamuruna kote ke ngani mbek advarsal player ci sainte woyta nyola kerbake I have to talk to this guy
ngo ibe Angleterre le ban Scotland wala Wales ni atare be nyin dulal to ando fengol be bulu lafta minul kila nan Gambia ngale ko jakalo banta kato ko munum Group 5 Logistics Limited wala nata kalo da hande iko sea freight and air freight wala nyente ko nim femba baade bulu lafta min kila nan Gambia e ka sambale nan nin kulun wala baji yokon bannim fendi wonle baade bulal be korontori ye futay ka fami ye joni o fanay ka bulal ye kununtila kono ya sambale nan 37 hapoto ka kine mbakono kulun wala wala o office be latre kunda sabijile bannim fendi wala be bulu lafta min kila Angleterre wala lafta ya kiye nan kabona Angleterre ibitela office to me yalon ko abe sukota Cowos Johnson wala Dahaba Johnson e commande telephone to 7420694 wala 730-8905 521-6583 740-2533 Hansandorela Call Center wala mu 020-011-1440 wala Hansande alsitano website to lali alla order kaji www.group5logistics.com badi
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين mbadi Gambian kolu ngali mumela konton kotake bi dimanche lumbala min kita September karo atide lulu 2021 ngali bismillah alla fansum programme wala min nka commandi ALSAMAA kana dron ka badin be sama gambe dilbe dawdandi pour nga kafu ñoma nga sama nga ñoo konton ka tun lokun be amma kan warta bake atani nasiyada bake adun nabo siyada bake pour ko wata soto pour ni nata beji be ka fonyondi soto ma fa ko ñinon lunguti mialon ko mo be ke fonyondi bari ñi kita ko mo jamana ke fonyondi kamuru nan jang ka ñoo sama ka ñoo konton ka buño kalama ka duwa jamanoye ka duwa mbe mfanda malye ka duwa na bankoye kumata baki bide bi sama ALSAMAA de ay bul dole tade bi ngalun tam balle so de jang mi yalon ko alhamdulillah be mako le baki kacha balla bi jan lafta ka minke bi ulun tanglu be kilin jofi kan nanne inshallah be kacha mi yalon ko kumala baki jande mo fotoro ko men na ada ko le ke tron si bani be konton comme tamo nyimbe nyame dum bari lu ndon fele ko dunkan nte wato be tanan pour kan na bari be konton jam yelon be ka futam ma sain teng nyaabe min na sain tolon buba jammeti soldat bo nyolu mbake drame nyolu Bokar Giba nyolu Musa Cissé Alaji Dabo gasam machine kinsting ngal be konton Lamin Jabi Kajali Seydi Malik Touré Kajali Seydi fanan ko reke Yoro Gay ngal be sama Chandra Moon good morning hello from UK good morning to you Chandra Moon and I can see Alaji Sar ngefana sama Binet Kante nge sama Binet Bojande okay Omar Dafe ngal be sama Mark Touré Lamin Drame Bax Bayo albe ngal be sama nga mbar muso fana tendu nga jay min keda far sen sabalte kunun mbulo lata ñing audio kan dadol to kumata mashallah mbim fana minale nga programme o start an wala far sen sabal keda mol melon ko wala finka feedback ko min sodan ka ba musol bulu alhamdulillah ya la contribution of value back so mono melon ko be encourage la to keep the ball rolling ana kema be mielon ko ke ba sabale be lorum bake to nya fokan andu molyo sute fele andu inshallah the feedback is so great so molbe balu ko wato minalum kanyang nyanta kanya nyola kanyana fo wato be alin kana lo fo fonda mo kendo leta kana fo ko be ko be fo la kabirin sabe no mo nyanta kan nyantin na nyok mo kendo la nyi nga nyandi e badi wol bi min bem fe jang milbina jang wala mu mejo bojanti mielon ko former minister lamu onda ya jambela man sakunda nan hakilo ba kan kabrin AFPR sinata mejo bojang nata ke moti mielon ko alhamdulillah okay nalum dal ba kan namba ngi be kilin dum de sante okay mashallah I have my fine men here mielon ko alhamdulillah bado no komi ngafa mbafu kala nyami with me this morning nyusuman ALSAMAA programme ko no wala biya twista de manding ada ko dol biji am falam mal de manding nga tandim bol kala be dunna nyin kacha kumalto mejo bojam bijang mielon ko atolo mu former minister ngamira on the ajamme on interior mal I think so but at the same time he was a commissioner at CRR and nga lalo fanan so de lalo fanan bijande na broda lalo be alon ne jumalo watati ata fanan mo molti melon ko close no yaja melen mbake comment no bari it's always the case ko mo kendol ni yaja mete do ko kino lo fayme bari butum ngani commande na jang min kamalo la nyinde ko lobe kibarol la e ko sojarol melon ko tata fo mo sojar ko mo woro sojar muang aning lulu o song min serot over 600 soldiers melon ko min siata sojarol ko mo woro wole nyatil nang wole bina gambe banko kan dari lol min ba koma mu diamu be ke kan molbe nyo soso kan sakunda man kuma fo baro man sakunda sako baro as a commander in chief ata fama funtino ka kuma fo moliye ala defense minister man fande ko kuma fa molye na député fa be siring malu mun be kiri so ngul mol kuma di janne pour ni kamala itol mun sojar yalla nu adum mul be mu sojar nyaton ko la nu so ka ko nyin ka kacha ka jibe ki fan to put their sus to put themselves in fan liela some bi sojar on yalon ko be their serving yewol yele samtol dun yew isimu bla wala samtol kono to feel them kanonko what is the ordinary soldiers how are they feeling how would they see this comme be ñing ko jël ñaati le ando ñum fanan ay mune mean ali ngal la moy expert sol la bari momo dala be la dam yalon ko jël nun kundi e jël kalamuta e jël karang i fahamta e dunda ku jamal tay funta ku jamal kon oto tuma do ni ngañil kacande be londo so dal après keno fana li fa ma ñinin karol lekero baro ñinin kar na ke jam o fana be kelo ku mbelon ko abe kafula ka challel ma mi yalla ngo be kere ñin ko la woto jande be etentena don si mbadi mabula mejo bojang al bismillah ndi kacha kono danganata bro lalo ya mejo misa bojang okay
sorry my brother ngamire kamwele
ankemwele clearly
okay mbe tentula mbe jayela pour kan invite nyindia moto nyimu kule timi yalon ko important back ngamira mo entelon yalon ko mbota gambia sanji tan anin worowla ngamira mbe na sanji tanin sewla kono bar pour mo ente moy kadiamu ngamira folota bile katu ngaje ko maninkol ko suse ko kumo mandia wala atin na janna be diam la aka kampango mamad yon tel dum fanan ntengam fango bulam mol economy ya lon ko malla fi dunna kuto mi ya lon ko atimona fala coming nyo saba kensengo aninka kuma kurungo fonyoe manke moti man alamanda wo kama aduna mol mbondi wo na alfal mankulu wo nyama fana nyini ya tena nga low profile ta fo mbe futala bimin kon bar mo na tare mu bankudin kendo da hani kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ay wala fa ako kila banko kanu wo fana mu jihadol misilme ya lom wo fanante ne mu misilme hakangote adimu moti me ya lon ko yela banko kanu enyantanin ku ketaje ne moli enyinen ka a tare na tare tinyanta femfola woto min se mol nafa enyanta dunna wo ku kono nganyin ku moyle kanyin min foten ko about 600 over 600 troops wala nyanta bola Senegal kana Gambia bar han sanyim tebuka malla kumola bake because ma risin neje why wonyanta kela bimbe Gambia mbe situation o min kon kuomia warrant puruka 600 troops foreign troops sambanan into the Gambia at the moment I cannot understand the rationale behind it ma understand but not ratonyalo woto the president of the Gambia ala obligation olomu kanyin ka tandi Gambia bela dalila jamali atene nyini nyanta na la bankoka katunga nga army sotole mi yalon ka established police will be jele mi yalon ka established paramilitary whatever also the security apparatus in the Gambia today ntenga amira they are capable of handling any situation mi yalon ko anyanta kela bankoka because economic fanambije economic inata on the ECOWAS dung ay protocol ole soto me mo ni atare itata ECOWAS lela any bankoka ECOWAS a protocol ole soto ila forces will come in me inyanta min normal nte I was one of the first soldiers me alonko adunta ekomok la force kono in West Africa ngamira followed until followed Liberia in the 90s about 1990 we were the first soldiers min yalon ka jointa ekomog adu ngamira nga peacekeeping ke wotole adu nga peacekeeping ke United Nations fanan in Sierra Leone dalilo mi atinna bimbe bimin kono ibe 600 soldiers sambala nan foreign troops kana into the country wo dalilo nyanta koylale anyanta folale banko be ning atarantelon president oti be I owe every Gambian an obligation purunga law either radio law or whatever nga fueko mbina 600 foreign troops sambala into the country because of this and that situation ole nyanta warrant what is the situation baby min kono situation jamali a warrant purena 600 troops yena samba into the country so mbe ole follow fenkela nga dawo to follow fodo le dia mo ko lanse na tambe nyato tumado batela nyini karol kono anin kachal kono nse fendol so to mbe minela fala nyin kachato
aparaka bake mejo bojam and side dem fele nga badi mado fana so jami ke jaw tureti afana kafta majam ke jaw be fana tendula be jayla thank you for joining us mbe min kata kam jang wala nyinti ko sojarolo mialon ko ngamoy Senegal sojarolo la famude e ko min tada min siata sojar kemo worot wala be nala Gambia bay be nada lol minna mom hanka bi Gambia dingol damal be kutuma finde mol bulum damal be ñoo so ka kola man sa kunda man na kuma fo moliye ndel kanyum moy kibaro to bar ñi lam fande mialon ko ñamoy rom asum kantale oto man sa kunda fanan netere ko ñanka toña ñamanke toña te fala ñanda fu ngel ka fu mo la manke so ñi nata watle wato mielon ko ngalon ko nga ñatrin carte fayol okay bari ñi carte fayo fanan ko no jannabe sila nga kuma jamal le moy open invitation ka foreign national nat nan kanad ke dundi ka bi heda dunde nan na carte fayo ko sako nga moy Senegal ye natin sen fo Senegal ko lu potan Senegal e ko na da gambe banko le kan ya video le tande mon le ko na da adam baro la politiko le ngol fa na be janne nga do fa jine mi lan ko e match na fa kam na fo ko bana mun tole ma man fo mo ten fo mun tole kasilo ko na fo Gambia e ko mo ne ka openly ka fo ko na da ka register Gambia ka defa o kudol nim be nya da ko mi lan ko ak banko din provoke le bar Gambia din bin e kum fa kamma imam fenke mobe ifamuta bar mobe be luwa no maka sain kanyin kanaje ko economic fanan wato melan ko iko itel man la fi to keep this mission longer than necessary wala nyinde ko man la fi economic fanan tare jam Gambia fo ay tambi wato melan ko man jare be tarje nyim be na tan nyim be moy kibarol tole bari baro fanan commande no adalafta no fan wol o police le fayna kabuna economic pol ay o beke la jang o beke la bari ñi la nata mole ko ben na bank ben na security ñi sector ni ka reform pour ni kamala na many uniform and na women in uniform musol ni ciol min ben na fana fen ciol pour ci banko marano baro do manke e ñi kibaro moy to men na nga fulo fenke ya lalo kibaro ñi yari sif ñadi lalo hello lalo akamanda ko lalo freestyle ngamela freestyle okay lalo e kam wele bang ni bu kam moy waran isi taay muru nan ko take okay ngana bari ngata kejaw
yeah
ite kibaro ni ya so nyaadi ego ya kibaro ni ya ta nyaadi
I was disappointed baba kele njikila tetale because ntelanga sojarol soto Gambia lembe hani sangi be recruiting la because ngamoy for last month lembang ye announcement ko ikamo kuto letanan akamunta ntolla sojarolo inafa adoyata bakele disappointed bakele because niaji be baro dala sojarol mel bije security mel bije hani kilimanke Gambia noti antela banko la national security hanala odlil mel katara bundato fon manki sojaroti antela banko la national security diga amra balobo compromise kanne very very seriously mo ku jamal bije mo buka hani kafo because security la mu andung a sensitive tale ibajela ko sai min so jorol wulita iko lefta ku kela mo jamal be diam la le kuma jamal fo bari amanjare wala ntinga mera nga menkela dron alina bulo kafu nyoma nga try nga make sure ko ni December sita a sojare lenwo a police lenwo a momo yalon ko Gambia no la muiti nga kata nga carte o fay nga baro bonde because wala important at the end of the day sign tulu until be Senegal le bulo kono when it comes to security and security important baba kele kanto banko la tanko important baba kele ni te osika yadi la nebola nebo me yalon ko bring tel ngala ne ko bring independence Senegal interest le pour ka Gambia ko Gambia mortality ni tata United Nations la jamal to Senegal kaitandile ko doltem fam maranola doltem fam tamandinola dol nyentela kafulema mam bandul mam gammenol jama mam balang pour Senegal ke badi ngolti Senegal ye ma koy le bring ya jamme botanunje bring be ya jamme bondela je ye ma koy le andum nge tentu wala le nge jay we are grateful for that bari niatra formal protocol man tracking formal confederation o man keri formal federation o man ke udol bije amanyanna because scienting the interest to la famo bebe Senegal blokonal comme quand même foten Mr Konate iwaje la ko nin carte fayol sita nin laftan na masakunda falinna Senegal fana be interest to la jel because ila moja mal bije sai be doku wala na masakunda to andung ite lebe masakunda to lebe to la security la nyato so science nin carte fayol sita nin Senegal sano ibe atodung adama baro fa salale wala ka ke problem moti because ito la interest ibe wala chekla banku dunia dawoda ila interest iko wala jibe andun tul ngalon nako ito la interest ni Senegal la interest science thing amanke ko menke clinti ngajele Senegal ka ito la ku jamal bije kanale ka tambulu andun ibuka ke komen domandi ka ke aggressively ngajele na tourism fango ni bring to la flight bring Thomas Cook fenge problem oso UK jang Senegal le menke wolum yela flight le nati kabu jana kata Senegal instead of kata Gambia ay tata Senegal le ngajele ko hanina dani agriculture fango damnyol mem bije fen jamal bije Senegal kakel aggressively itol buka foko itol lebentol nyato saing itol lebentol nyato economy la nun don to lebe nyato nun bari to lebe nyato economy la to lebe nyato ku jamal la ñun muntul mun la pro dalete yentul kundi itol la tulo fundi tale sai ba try kan ne ka fen ken tul ta mom fundi folo mo jamal ka foko to leta siata bari dal mom fundi folo so Senegal science thing itol la interest iko le guard and we can guard le very aggressively so niaje adama boro be ñin sojorol natila je what you wolle ka kanta wolle ka ko beke hani lafta pour kata ala badi ala mulja ala force lady ñulje outling mele bundato be mu sojorol ti ma angale ka mo tumo men adama boro nata nu jande te ndira la ngala security jele need yam tale ko nga first thing ngam fo do wolon ko albe nyaadi ko tanatal bringa ko residron ko bari atul manke Gambia noti akonye ko muna neyo fo ko because ila angale kan akamunta la manke Gambia angale kan oti andu ngajele ko man discipline soto man ibuka kulu I could bring of fight I could be koreandi astino so bajela ko mon bije wolon ko sutiandi dron ni manke to la interest amanke national interest science amanke na sama interest nyanta menke la dron wolon ko nga adama boro dandar la nga fay ko sikinya wonya Gambia security wol lemuntol tati andu wol be melaje ni me trust fund iba trailer le rapport ñing commencé ya bill andi bo keno la ñame wala may security reforms ke because I will promise brabinano but saying am I interest wala at all and security reform kilim manke because adama boro la interest moment dro ka Senegal ka wol nati ka fango surround wala lafta fon fenna yake ibe mola economy ba be tala ibe mola tourism tala ibe na agriculture fon na da mi dam fango biljana so fango fen Senegal ka ke dron hani na nyew fon be ba kono Senegal ni Senegal ye treaty kele mi ya lon ko wol binale ka nyota na bakono ika kodindinna woman kuma nyanna am ku dol bije ni mo katara badi yala le bodi ku dol bije manyana ka wo allowed aye because afonga interest on abule jibe ka andu ngajele ko Senegal ila nyim president mo kendo la mo ay mako ile pari amang abukantu la interest samba nyato itulla interest dron anda ka kele very aggressively abuka ke demanding so nyimo national security issue lati mi alon ko adama boro apenda national security compromise kanne andu amam betia motunga lalo nyul fanan so lalo natala sanga duma
ya baraka bake ke jaw lalo ngamela nga kulya ko sodo pour kaya ke moy ngamela frisal no but thank you for coming back again mbe min of course yalo nambe kacha min kunna bi akumata bake le gambe dul be la moy ka atung atul be akonola num andung alle place balle mara sojara kunda tayin atol mo mol melon ko al karanta bake le kol milikata non kunu nga mil mo tiarasi nin kamala Nigerian la presence in the Gambia way mu ne wulu sojara kunda yo ngamela confederation hanata ko al dolma exp balale dum den lo ko kol mil tabita jawara nata mol de foda nga mil moy na mena mil moy non kuno yo ñinganaje ko take bi ñimbe kayre ko fo akata economic le bang famanke economic but Senegal la presence in this is very very prominent now al kafu ñoo ma mi yalon ka fa samsidin sa ay saferoke ako mol milbe kuma kam be fo kan ñum so yarol mi yalon ko be samba kan akol man fellonje akujile kana non true economic la kamera wala fo if I get it right but I mean witande wala ñinde ko ala kumodo ko na min fo wala ñinde ko en concern back ako ay mil commande ko occupy force in Fonyi. Wode we jeng concern back. What's your take? Lalo.
Assalamu alaikum. Ikam moy le ba. Ya mam problème mo so do neto la ba.
Okay, kemole.
Ikam moy.
Ya kemole.
Yo, assalamu alaikum. Mbe konton drove mbe konton roftan la nulul ba on riyam ketal abeti atal no neto man son ala buga foti ne tambi e ke ba bule no ga ke ba ne tambi wala atna internet man son no pour ke jaw folo Mr. Boja yana ke jaw yana after ay labantala because ndela mutul be wala na internet man son par bitu ben konton roftan letul be ma mbaten lele comme on contenta pour nga ñim plateforme o ñim join because abe kalante karandiri lungoleti because ñu be mo leti mi yalon ko ila experience o nte nse fenjama karanno jeel o munde contenta ku bale no bota je mbella moy lalu fanan be tentula be fanan be contona menu bala moy kan an menu binal la moy la fanan ben na konton do tan dilema anin na kontano tonya lamin e ka même fo ñing Senegal so joddu fananga moyle andum akata nya kulel timiyalon ko ay miralo sile bari nte nga muta nyamen maybe nte ba the on other way of it Bao mbele modi la president mabaron whatever comes out of it. Bao nu problemo start jamaje manka nyina le mune problemo lu sambana problemo data mintone ko mbe kering aslom bu kafuta ma jamaje ma andu nyanta len kawo ga ni ko slo nyi gibe e ko mandin ko ka budula dula kele be kele ko e ka kelo bo dula fanan gibe Nia given ya understand and it's not a merely kendol so but o manka adama na la mo la interest na ko min ke jaw ya fa nyame ni Mr. Boja it la ar interest man ke komen ka lo munne mo problème ti am problème nyanta solve la nya ba won de ngadi ya mo dol kenu go fondam madama bella wato su no ko e ko mo fin banko kan ko nya mte fang ma wo support nun ka ko economic finti banko kan at that time kule ya tin wo me ya tin adam mistake goal lekkat and wo mistake goal fanan to fanan be da ba kono bi ko defana e kan na yebu
brother lalo malum ila ni ko
Gambia a national army lel nga duntu makala wala kita ya jammeti
ila ne ko me ko ya ko do man ne so kanjira de malum bare keep going ngoy la netwo ko nyin be ko ya ko do man ne so kan ne pour que moy baake to malum but keep going ajibe Hello?
And yeah, malum mulende because
yeah, Nindal, malum fal fananka lalo mo la clearly, but amala ka second.
Yeah, second.
Yeah, so maybe ila ne ko try by you think configure. I don't know.
Maybe other device.
Maybe restart her. I restart ko de join now. Yeah.
The whole device will restart. Ko phone lembang, ko computer lembang.
Yes. Yeah. Bro, no, bro lalo ibe murula le ibe fundila le yemurdu nako maybe jande be dunna fa yela device ni ya restart yamu.
Yeah. Eta dula fana me ala ko network ko bije.
Yeah. Okay, mo ngate bondi follow. Okay, ngale ngama hadra kaman senata bande ngadamanding we got a gist of what he was saying. Be murula Major Bojang. Some citizens ko, he referred to some soldiers as occupied forces in Fonyi. But in Pananata waro melan ko kibaro soto ko wonda fanan force melan predominantly Senegalese soldiers. Mafa ko be mu Senegalese soldiers, but ngal ko predominantly Senegalese soldiers are the ones melan ko they are containing around the Fonyi. And the way you Fonyi ko lanite ko ila geopolitical interest le bije kaje ko the movement between Casamance and Gambia tema, especially possible this Casamance rebellion, and also kajeko the timber flowing to contain it. Ya koni. One na ngaje kibaro to wati. So Senegal sojaro ka tropol mota in timber eke mota eke sis. One ngolbe mo kibaro kono jandi. Ngaje le fanango kibaro sojaro ka dung banko kan eka kidol fight. Forestro kono num kunyamal kono. So what is your take? Nyun ko ke sa ngabla tele bulo ale ko nyin mune be kering alse mune fono gambe de le ko nyin nyembe mune wulula nyin sifalu an mun politique be kering nyun ko
my brother, thank you very much. Nkontanta bake puru nyindi amu atata nye level oto sanyi. Ntela fita mimfola wolo mnyenti ton. Samsar ntele na dunta nyola into the army the same day. Ika afonyele numfang the twins. Ntele kalala bonk bedolo. Mte katara santola tebi duma. Ntele dunta nyola as cadet officers. Mbota nyola atata ala course la in America. Ntata Pakistan. Aduna dia talonum all the way throughout. Hani birimbe America jamfana nkadiamuleno. Bari ku kilin tela fita wole fula because I ku fula lefu. Ako Senegal soldier ol mini kana na try wole foko. Mol mini kadiami mela dia kumolon because also killing economic la na Gambia dalilo leba. A justify tale why economic not a Gambia. At that particular time, Inata Watomin. Because Inata, under the cover
hold on. Let me put Diamola, it mute. I'll let device okay mute from. I'll be mute. Yeah, very good. Go ahead, Mr. Boja.
Okay. Inata nyin dalilo menkang, mobe a dalilo lon. Because ECOWAS nyen no mila profenko to signing ila hamo de kajeko. Stability, political stability, aitara in the sub-region. Ko, soldier will cannot interfere in politics. Ko, any legal government membije mo amanyam bolaje through violence, anyanta bolaje through molula mandato from the people. Olom ECOWAS la stand. Although ngajele dula dolto, it is a little hypocritical because bankomi alonka sembo soto. Nin ku keta wolito, nkajele ECOWAS ka Kenya ning, ani keta nanka Gambia nyamin, they are different. Because problem o keta mahali le imandu, iman taje kwe nata Gambia nyamin. Exactly the same thing in Guinea Conakry, iman dunje. In Ivory Coast, iman dunje. So most sile efango nyinen kawala until dolu at least in that level because intenga ECOWAS meeting juru molle attend as a Minister of Interior. Nsita jele ngela protocol nga long nin discosta adung ECOWAS nibe soldier rol kila dulate ke ki kangole kang akatara bankole na adunta je nim force je ntel bita Liberia watu minna there was a complete breakdown of security. Ila security system woni mfenko abe destroyed. Aduna purpose movement wolomu kata ka rebellion was suppressed. Then nga legal nga government or institute je pour peace I sabati Liberia Bangkok. Bari ni tata fana dalila jamali atinne bitale je. Ni tata ila force ila priority nyanta kila minti wolomu. O banko la security system we ka wole follow build up. Ni a build up wole nyanta because banko atele nyanta marla fangola security. Mobuka mola banko ta ya di into the hands of foreign troops. Ka fo equality level responsible. There should be a reason for it. But anyanta kele limited objective led. So economic mbe min fola necessary as maybe abena kumomwele. Economic lana Gambia it was justified because bari alal fongo nyininka follow. Ganning economic na Gambia. Minel jamal lebije Gambia la security lebije election oketa wala in 2016 fa banta no foreign troop came moma interfere Gambia la police ni soldier le bije onde yaya jamme iman nyapi mokan imam wala femma ye true professionalism ye wala so for election otata banta fo yaya consider bira elemata na ka amang song o watole ECOWAS nata true negotiation for a negotiation ole follow ke abira amang be nata nyini fena wote nata wato min na fana economic fango nata la Senegal la soldier role wala nante fanga mo nyini nka biri nga nyimu enko the 600 soldiers min kanabo Senegal ala find out what is the reason abu inata na nyadile are they coming through economic for a canale through a separate agreement between the government of Senegal and in the government of the Gambia? Because one yanta clear. But under no circumstance, ni not a true bilateral agreement between the Gambia and Senegal, it is unnecessary. What is the reason? Not a true economic. What is the reason for increasing the economic troops in the Gambia and the beaten moment? Economic fund ala stay in the Gambia, he overstated. At the moment, not until president, they are not supposed to be there now because the purpose, the objective is achieved. More monatary president, he became a president of Bangkok. Isilata kafa o bankoe what is the imanyang tarlaji. There is no reason why the president of the Gambia today mbebimin kono anyanta inyanta gadla said a foreign troops wole nyanta gadla or wala foreign troops wole nyanta what it is very unnecessary at the moment. Because one, why are you spending millions of dollars on the army na Faso? Why are you spending millions of dollars on Gambian security forces? There is no reason why economic fango mimu economic. I wish I were here with Mr. Samsidi. I'm not talking about politics. I'm talking about national security. I was a member of the Gambian National Security Team for Budimbotaji. The Minister of Interior is number 3 in that place. Even the Vice President was not part of the National Security Council. It is the President, the Minister of Interior, and service heads. I sat in that council for 2 years. Minister adun coming out for ECOWAS la meeting nga jurum wala aten security meetings of security ministers of West Africa nga jurum wala feng. So dalilo mi atin economic begambia B. I don't understand. Ntema along be malon so mi atin nyanta tralaji because Gambia National Army ima create the reason why ya create for mainly internal security. Ye peacekeeping ye all ajele later. Until beduna watu mina there was nothing like we were hoping to go for peacekeeping or whatever. But the main purpose, internal security. The Gambia itself is too small. Pour kafoko the army le create la pour external aggression of thinking also. Because even Senegal or whatever, soldier or army la power, a la weaponry lomo, and in the number of people. They are all important. And in the economy, the economic status. Because war billions let amanke fendi. So that was the reason why Gambia Army was created. I was in the Senegambia Confederation. Jawara created. That was necessary because of Kumin Ketajeno. But Jawara was not that naive. Purkala security took completely into the hands of Senegalese Confederate Army. Confederate Army mandate also to tell you we were there. What of Gambia Army la even though they under their command technically, but it directly be under the command of Bat Confed. At war Bat Confed. Yalila jamali atinaf apita akete jela akete je mine atina abotaje sinya kilin nembe lorin jawara kwe funti bankoka at the expense of his own security. I Gambia like intereso I wala sambanyato than ate la personal security wale atina troops wale I bondi because there was something going on. Me ajeko Gambia was becoming a satellite state of Senegal. And Jawara would not do that. He was patriotic enough. And he was patriotic enough and he was intelligent enough to know and see that in Kata direction of Mintonin Tata or Binala Bana Mbekela satellite state led. Yeah, well, and I independence maintained. So bimbe the fen coming kono whether in troops will not a true bilateral relations wala economic because economic manyantrala in the Gambia by now that Gambian army Senegalese will tell me a training Kenya can kata joint maneuver or something like that. There is no Senegalese soldier until the time me alone a Gambia soldier roll up because he alone we were as professional as possible. Iko maninkol ko buola doya mala sunkango aduntata Liberia fana watu mina Ghanaian commander le nyimfonya kwenye ko if I have a battalion and in Nigeria no for if I have a battalion of Gambian soldiers attached to me I will be the most successful in this operation. Mobe Gambia soldier role ila professionalism ya respect je. Gambian soldiers, why didn't they? Did they fight against the coming of Ekome?
No.
Nobody took arms. Nobody did anything. They cooperated. You tell the family, you have to go.
Look at that.
Fanyin soldier ol nafe mo man ko moli min silo min sotoje fitina man na keje fe man keje a being discipline also. Why do you have to subject those people to such a ridicule? Amanyan kela. Because more monatra soldier ila moral. BBBB la tentenga alone because I was a soldier. How some of those people feel because of discipline and military discipline and procedure, they cannot protest.
Yes, sir.
But in telling me along commander uniform okono, every Gambian, it is your obligation to stand for this for the soldiers and in police in the country, because a soldier is not soldier or a role monkey policing. You cannot have economic troops. Many along ika for many for you or so. Why are they stopping? In the timber importation will be Senegal government ye protest through the government. Yin government nyanta police all tala can make so. Italia mean think a kanake wo stop. Gambia la security forces lenyanta smuggling of things from other countries into the Gambia. Ule nyanta stop. So la document ke police ya.
Okay, Mr. Buja bine quickly.
Okay. Mr. also demanding puru do fana FM for.
Yes. So yes. So Lalo was having a problem. Lalo we kola call so come back. So Lalo ngebula ya to dami continue auto because Lalo became when back. Ebe mute Lalo. Okay. Okay, good.
Menung phone call to nung telephone to nung so sign change to the computer. I hope.
Good. So you're clear.
And the location of an change. I hope it works.
No, it's very good.
Intel lafita folanya. Intel lafita mem follow nung golem komenko the unorthodox way of looking at things is that nte kom nga fo nyameng jama ntola Gambian situation okono nka nyinale janin kelobe kala sonko le keta. And janin sonko be kala siyo le keta. Mol sita nyo kanne ina na sonka fo kelo keta. Sa ni nata kelo puru ka kelo nyin kawo bondi inyanta lon na le mune kelo nyin sabu. Andi inyanta lon na le fana mune sonko nyin sabu. Ningol karang ningol long then is na solutionol me alanko asentanka sonko nin kelo ma. But jama can mistake wala lentella corrosive. That's my personal opinion. Nga fo kama nyame wala mkomenko ninga situation ni njibe nde ba fo la komen ndanda damendo wala mko ndolu be nga mistake o kele ndolu be kete risinoti le mi alonko ekomok nata wo banko kan ndolu Gambian a soldier wo a civilian wo okay more the level of involvement more the level of mistake will tambita nyola le bao mo ite mistake go menke anin tenga mistake go menke anin ke jawe mistake go menke anin Mr. Boja mistake go menke all they will be of varying level do some are minimal but nga fo niya nga generalize wala mo komenko nga Gambia National Army fanang involve le komenko mistake go ifane mistake go kele wala mo ka menentano ka fanya dunduma lawo yata ya yeki fakata mul samut wala mi ya jammet. So yeah, sometimes this I understand maybe maybe now what men Gambia man experience or ning coup d'etat ning military rule ning of call and to longa mello wolum barracks kono order et safele nim file for the commander ma military men safeta by force will be kala jannim be sela so kono janni o samon to longa wollo so nim military na maralo kono o fananse kino some reasons to me alonko Gambia National Army a mistake dole ke pour ya jame na kan elephant in the room manage no so nata taje for 22 years andung civil Gambian civil anol fanan ifanan da dun tajela because niya cross science and dictatorship become for dictator is not born in the vacuum mo le fan kam man sale ke dictator ano sifa killing hanisa wala be kering nga president adama barojel ndulu gambia be ya lonne ko kabira finta nam fambe nyoni ka kan who is this guy e ka understand fire the intellectual capacity so the intellectual curiosity so le pour ka banko lead in a situation me alon ko 22 years of dictatorship but say mo le gibe ka lafta kala
mbul nyami
nkana fo komen ko hani mansa fa wala lafta kala malay koti e ka understand so mbenga mistake ko kala no bota je nsinana gibe e ko mogla na wo banko kan fa justify tale ba ndela mira lot a justify tale no pour e ko moke na nyim banko kan because ning e ko mok man nanu gambia no asa keno le mbekelo kelale ba on tanga ya jamelo ne ngal no ko e ko mok la the capacity alon ko will capable to menna andu fair but dajele ke jote ba bari ay na psychology le long aka fanke kende ande kabiru economic la naketa wolta a back down bari I justify tele because no man ke banko be kelo be kala tinyaro be kala ya was ready pour banko e tinya nangata kanata because the consequences I will fan calculate okay when na boji andum membe economic la na justify la kote get to be quite candid nga tonya fu nyoy Yaya Jammeh loyal souls to army Colonel Hanisama. And at that time, they were very, very unhappy for Yaya Jammeh. Majority of them, among the whole army. But I loyally also because Ntlunga Jele Yaya Jammeh Army Kenyama ake personal institutionality. Wakenen to Gambia National Army leadership and Ninko Gambia National Army because an ordinary soldier maybe it will blame Nola for some of those things. But the leadership ite o fono le man the whole army for I loyally also to jele mini ko they were really ready to do anything kaje komen ko Yaya Jammeh akana ta wala ay murna within the shortest possible time so it was justified for untela mira report economic naji and economic taraji bari conditional le fananya tatalaje economic manyan na stela until at this time mune yatinna manya na stela until at this time wala muko anata dalilol la dalilo mi yalon ko adama baro nala mulu fango ibe mistake o me kangala wala mu economic la mission was to make sure the will of the people prevail yalon jama ka understand ko men ko economic nada pour ka Yaya Jammeh bay adama baro e si by force and hani site lo kamera ko men ko economic bo banko la kam pour adama baro akomok la mission o manke pour adama barode akomok la mission movement wala the will of the people has to prevail wala mnyintiko karte fayo ketale gambiano liye Yaya Jammeh boyndile ye adama barole winindi woto Yaya Jammeh nyandata adama baroena it was negotiated Yaya Jammeh mallafi sonna ekowasko it has to happen and it has happened. So it is very important for Adama na ya lonko ni economic membeji economic manke pour atete ni economic me Yaya Jammeh dandam pra findi the same economic lebe Adama Barrow dandan na pra findi nata misal fa election or lose. I think this has to be very, very, very clear to Adama Barrow and his people. Ning election o keta be December. If the Gambian people decide come ko Adama Barrow boindile. IEC announced comment ko Adama Barrow boytale. It is the same economic, the same ECOWAS. May Yaya Jammeh danda e findi, whatever Adama Barrow danda na e findi na balanta. And his interest prala nafa kama ay song, wala martina la family bela nafa. So that is one aspect of it. Ndenga jeko, economic la na justified, but economic la taroji until this time manyan na kela because security sector reforms wala nyanta kela. Ninga Yaya Jammeh bondi ko ECOWAS ko ninga Yaya Jammeh findindi nga security maintain banko kan then muna nyanta kela wala mo security sector reform na problemo bebe jeleto because adama nala mulu mankela interest o mankela interest dallo men kam ye security sector reform ya misunderstood le itolla understanding mu nyinati komen ko Yaya Jammeh la loyalist or member from the army and the security sector nge be by nge bondi and ningo kedron tell political fortune in like places like Foni Nyolto because this is the fact. Yaya Jammeh more men use 3/4 of the people I may use Amala Bading or another friends or wala mutonyat. And Barrow was thinking of this political opportunism. Pour sama at bello la president yala at be continue la president nyame to ya understand ko ninga proper security reform ke ndela support particularly in the phony areas or in APRC population. You can understand because APRC be banko fanan karo belaka. Or ndela support nying o be bondilale o to sotola. So aye bang pour security sector reform ke o yati na economic na stay until this time. On Nimbota water on the side of the Senegalese. He happened to be very, very insensitive. Mbuka men understand it will came when it comes to most of these issues. Because economic manke Senegal dront. And from history, atetulu nyantalo na la Gambia ning Senegal la cool benyame when it comes to politics. Because Senegal malafino Gambia exists in the first place. From 1965, in history, the Senegalese people, the government doesn't want Gambia to be an independent sovereign state. And in Senegal, la kuonatan to la emotional, Gambia la emotional, jama aka right up for a correct reasons because nin Senegal ninte ko kula doy kafle be jutulan to la ibu kan to consider comme ko ntolumu nfansum mo lelti. Ning Adama Barrow left this sojirol samanat ya feel comme ko there will be an insecurity in the election or not. Why should it be Senegalese people? For Nigerian manta ekowasko, Ghanaian manta ekowasko. Money atinate man sensitive, it will man sensitive enough to Adama Barrow advice ko. This in itself can bring a problem. And dung problem ole mi alongo hanni Senegalese army bele sammanang. It has solved no because if the people want something to happen in their country, that is what is going to happen. Senegal sojol tembunna kidola, itembunna kidola atakela, item force la kata fonintel Gambian lafita. Ngajeko, even though Malafi Ekomoke finti at this moment, Malafi Ekomoke finti ni at a security reform manke. Nin security reform manke, to be quite candid, left the economic because one part is Ning Adama Barrow left the security reform, left the security, left the election on from Mkana problem on so. The first thing right now is at Yaya Jamen Yenta, it will Yenda Yajame from Sula, Sambala, even to Hague. He is extradited to come back to Gambia and go to Mile 2 Central Prison and go through the courts. You can understand. Many Bekira detention number one. Number two, Adama Barrow Nata until now. Yaya Jamela Sojerol Menialanko in Jongula Sol Menialanko escaped. Some of them are nowhere, just Guinea Bissau Jang, Casamas Jang. The government should have done diplomatic jobs, those people were all arrested, Ibebe under control. The Gambian only a stable mind so the Comenco, Mune Yaya Jamenala Reminansol Menu Botabankoka, what are they capable of doing? But they did not do that because of Mankala interest. Nyanda Memfanan Jiben Kabrin 2016-17, near Gambia National Army Liso Jiben, how many soldiers resigned voluntarily out of the army? Where are they and what are they doing? I'm talking about thousands, you know. This is what most of the people don't know. Thousands of soldiers voluntarily. When I came to know this information, I was like, what are you talking about? For it is possible the person is giving me a wrong information, but in soldier voluntarily yedaha army, and it's just some tens and twenties and hundreds. But the last person was telling me, you are talking about thousands or thousands. What are those people doing? Which part of the country are those people came from? And where are they at the moment? Is the Gambian National Army following their footprints there? What is the reason? Some of them, I'm not insinuating because it left a problem. I cannot say that. But it is various reasons only at Nadoliyedaha. Doliedaha, because ya feel inatal nung komenko army purkata peacekeeping la, and we yaje komenko is not favoring them. Yedaha, dol nata jele because of Yaya Jammeh. Whether it is because of tribalism, whether it's because of politics or whatsoever, but a lot of army soldiers lay voluntarily army bula and Gambia government found malo wol bedamento anibe munekeka.
So, ning adama lafita num bankola interest la num. These things has to be looked into. Security sector reform on yanta kelele. And security sector reform fana manyen ke komenko yaya jamme menu promote which are not qualified ngota ngol be by na army kon honey. It doesn't mean that you can transition people from one part of their life to another part of their life, because it's not it will left fall the kaje komenko. It will lay promotion also to imam qualify ka promotional mention. But the elephant in the room, from day one, I need interestless to comment, he is going to perpetuate himself in power, and don't attain feeling sort of which one can say partially is true at the beginning. He has all right to be suspicious of the Gambian National Army, not the whole army, not the majority of the army.
Of course,
but there are really loyal soldiers and officers of the army who are loyal to Yaya Jammeh, and at that time they were ready to do something kajo komi ko Yaya Jammeh ida kanata wallahi murna in the shortest possible time. Mosa fono baro na government baro na advice solio is the right thing to think in that way kajo komi ko nga economic stay, but why too long? Why 5 years? If Barrow can create his political party, the energy and the interest, I remember doing the political perpetuation now in security sector reform, then we will not have all these problems. And people are saying, and this is the fact, Bintu.
Kana worry.
Yeah, tell mama. Alal hakutu.
Kana worry. So guys, so delong.
Bintu. Bintu mala Bintu bedamenda. Aje ma afoy baba okay nyingi ma moji. Afoy bye bye.
Okay, kana worry. Let me get that. It will fake it.
Okay, bye. Alale hakotu nyinga bunda soro santo la si yamo tadara lo akanga santo bunda ay jolna. Okay, come up the member, the elephant in the room is Adama Barrow himself. Adama and his people imalafi pro security sector reform yeke. And when 625 at the end of the day, and mem for no wala mintiko. Ntela mira lota Adama yalonako he is losing, he's going to lose. And then he is prepared for everything. Let Gambians know that he's prepared to do everything Kajoko Akana lose. But at the end of the day, I believe, I am positive, but Adama will lose lale, and the Senegalese 625 soldiers or 1,200 soldiers, let him bring them. That cannot save them. It's the same 1,600 ECOWAS soldiers who are going to escort Adama Barrow out of the country if he resists or if he refuses to go, as they escorted Yaya Jammeh, because that is their mandate. The will of the people has to prevail.
But
and in December, the will of the people will
come. Let me come there. Because more long, what arrangement the be 600 plus soldiers ning Adama Barrow table. So nimi mala ko long, you don't know the terms of reference, everything. Long. So don't be surprised when I go Wolfanalu, no matter what, they stick with him. Come what may. So, Malum.
Yeah, what's a K-Nola? These are all possibilities. But even I understand all I'm going to found level. Into Gambia no. Ning Adama Barrow lose the election. Senegal so jero nyate male ka fu ko Adama Barrow titala. Abdul to level. Ning fintita. Item fala tembunna kidola. Let's see what the world is going to say. Ning Adama Barrow lose Senegal sojolo ko Adama Barrow by force. Ndek ngalo ko ntenyanta ndebe prepare la le anu ngana Gambia ma prepare la ka fo Senegal sojolo ko nal be Gambia maral ALSAMAA running other people but not in my lifetime. Nga mo je finta mbe finta la. Bari menyenda kala fanang wala muko Adama la security advisor sol leb antenga mira ntela jeroto ibuka tonya fay men nyanta follow, because I was there myself. I saw the Gambian itself, the Gambian mentality, how they dealt with Yaya Jammeh. People will just come and say something to the president, what will make the president happy with them, about them. Molu kanaka kumo for president on danko don president se kontan na karol.
Wallahi kam fa dolu kam.
Wallahi kam fa dolu kam ay modolu bay. Molu bina ibe kala psycho fansol di Yaya Jammeh kabanko tinya ngol jele wala mu keten na problem mode. Ana o manke sojorol dammat. Hani civilian on. What is wrong in the ministers, the security intelligence advisors telling Adama Barrow the reality? Mune ron tawod.
Okay. Mina kam ko take. Mina brother Kejo ya. Kejo ngasos so jam mi alon ko kaytandina ko mol mi alon ko be president Barrow kandaka. Ko mi Kejo le. Wadi kine fana so wala ko ni president Barrow tata mission la foreign mission ko mi tata itada Angleterre o itada German o France. Wolu every soldier je Gambia taxpayers pananke jole kabo from $280 kita for $300 per night. Yin kabo nang Gambia la kofala kono. Taxpayer Gambia dengol la kodolom wala yin kodo kabo nang mundole wala yin ko na nama kodol. Adu nyilike ikami kajil jole ba nini president Barrow tar blal to e ka pade mol so do la adu na masakunda la kejo o pade mol ni mu ko melon ko ya konin ya konin wrestler before bar ku manki je adu mol milliard ako research ina bula wala ko no ma wala ni ko dakana so nyimbe be kering na sojarol nu inyabe nyimbe le adi ya ni ko belo na sojarol fan hani mo kilif mo ka kata Adam Barrow adum for far too long ya demel marlo be Ministry of Defense okay ayoke afan ko barka birim Barrow nata ay Ministry of Defense bondi separate bondi kamona nande ka ke o nyaton koti min kita Sept fight ay we nyata ngamira ko at least it would make a difference but kaburo la nani sa intema gambe don le ka jole de ministre bunday ka jole o do bulal be kebe jole ila bo jodo biye. But what difference have they made?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, omu tonyality and omu concern leti me alonko ngong yalo ngole fujang initially ka foko ding Adama Barrow funtita so jorol men katara dala hana be Gambia fongo mel katara dala e bemu Senegal leti andong ni funtita katama ka funti banta pademo ni kamen so Gambia no lekejo me yalon konto lakodo me yalon anyanta dunna Gambianol bulo kono aka dum Senegalel le bulo kono andu wala nanko ñi mu Senegalel la interest lati pour ñi continuer because ibaje la ko la economy aka wala support andu akanto la economy le wikindi wo mu kuleti me yalon ko wo mu concern baba katangolati ka foko ministry soto dala me yalon ko minister soto dala minister me yalon ko are responsible to the defense la Sheikh Omar Faye atela na mang nafaso ko because to ngamera no minister nata me alon ko responsible to defense la abe menkela wala muko about katalale ka responsibility ta ka security reforms ke ko la lo ya fo nyame bari bring Sheikh Omar Faye nata ka muntala dron ko anatele ko men ka politician oti dron ka adama la bid support ka makoy pour ka electional win ka vote ñol soto bandion kono tel ngaje wala nyama nga jibele ko atela impact mu buneti ay kuma jama nata interview kala ay kuma jamal fu me alon ko amanya na ke fo akita politician olati and akita liability lati instead of kamul makoy nga jele fanan ya nyinin kala nun ka hot posture nyimpo brimbe diam fulo kala ni hakilo boto wala le nun ya agreement wala ke ni Senegal ka foko ni sumo bay o ni mo bay me luatinya adun Gambia kono Senegal ibe Gambia am forces ñol inform la le ka foy control ngam mo le bay be bulaka no male alsi bon kalama so the time also no la pour ko wol batum pule ya nati bari so si dun no le kamari muta agreement olati mi yalon ko gameni Senegal ya sign le ya to ba adama baro la nyi wato kono bari nga jele ko Senegal el drone kake andu ni nata e ka kul menke aman ton la loi man songala e ka mul bi ka dunta last time basse ma fon le dunta mo do le noma e ko ay ato dum malo le fa ba kono dunta noma e nin kido ya you know ya mari bung asingoto malo kamalo fa dan no le muti wo man ke kuti me alon ko o kamol kam fandile Senegal el fangol te disappointé la ko to baba kele ka mo muruni nan ko ma iko se Omar Fay ko atodo Samsar ko yilmu occupying force leti Samsar meta wo folale a meta wo folale brin wato men e ko magnata anun tinga bra belalo la side le tala jang ka foko wa necessary tale non cruise e ko mogi nan tul fon le ye welcome bari sai overstate tale si tale yela nga invitation on dila atambitale sai yenta sai lale wolum to nyati na jele be manya o men atoru fonyi ila niko security Senegal la interest mutul fana la interest la Gambia bari ka landa tambile andu ya landa tambile so much so that first time kasama to kadi line call funditale demonstrate ye kido fay ko be investigation o kilo to le manku moy hade sign nyalo ne ko sojaro nyin ay kido fay nyamen amanya na ka fay so ibajira ko Samsar ko men foka ko occupying force ya justify ya prove le right ya jitande ala ko tul fana mu occupying force le Samsar men fo oto atonya lam wo new ku ya bakele ko accept bari wolam toñati because ika motol ni motol dum tan konoto comme mejo boya ya fu nyame ni motol dum tan konoto ika ito dum police la nyanda tarla je ndo la police bi jele mel nyanta wol hana tras sojorol bi tarle dalale so police la nyanta kala ko front ka wala gendarmerie fangol Senegal muro mi alon koy lu alon ne wolle fo nyete tarla ka kenya ton kolti woto because wolle alon men be tamakan nin moto dun tanan anin timba ya lon ko am nyena dun nan itel kamen ke wolum ya pak e moto pak jele kari woro abije mbuke samba kitiola tata na mol ato dum poli moto tiol tata kiti dula ato dum brikama kaytande ko nyiliento la moto 6 le by force kiti ato na jojol ko alni motol buleta nal mi samba kiti yola to la loi man sonala do la loi man ke Senegal luati man ke France man ke comme gamenol ka man ke France luati to la loi mo English law lati me alon ko e buka mo la right ta wo nyama ya sis ya kuya ni lafta wala ka samba kiti yola la kiti la ya fuko kiti yo ya fuko ha nyin na kila nyin tan nyimo ko wafi dal nyin ta kala ten na jele ko nin jojol ye jojmeno di yela judgment di Senegal because of nakela te disappointed wala ba kele anu abala fa wartale because ntel ne Senegal te ma padi yalla bije so jero men nata nyantele ya try yo padi ya samba nyato to manyen nako padi ya tinya anu sai do wala kan na lon ne ko timbaw trade nying amam betea anu amam betea pour Senegal amam betea pour Gambia amam betea pour dunia pe mul be nyanta kele lale bari ikul ka kele nyamen amam beteya aka gammenol kam fandire andum sono yata nyawnya me ko mejo bo yafu nyamen sono yata nyawnya ku wati ni mo push up to the wall there is a space me alon ko aka daw woleto e fonyin ko push le ye push bring ye haruna jamme bum kidola je tol fundita la ko motal ko nyimode fonyin ko manyana ka nyinge manyana ka fundi kantor nyul mun tol la lum tawol leti ka demonstration ke ka fangol sika bari Senegal el fanal yenyel bu nyamenten amman correct hana tara ndol tara peacekeeping la dula dol tole anu ni nga jele ko ni be peacekeeping la dula dol to luwale bi je mi yalon ko yentele yow luwa samma tamandi ni te tata je ke mako ko itela mu atodum ko la lo ya itela malaikoti men diate be wala kala aka sate dingol kam faale anu la peacekeeping bu ka me komate defo ya fole ko munan nante na ganyanol talante Nigerianol talango wol nati state house pro leke gat because amanke Senegal interested na jele bring Senegal el nata drong France natale France tubabul natale ila foreign minister ka foko ha anto lamul tatale i burita mo jabu 5000 Gambian troops ol burita le dum da Senegal kono mo malo be menkela del fundina nan kuma ko no wo manke toñati amanke toñati bi amanke toñati sama to la sojorol be man 5000 si sako 5000 o fudde kata Senegal ibe ninke kan dron ka mol silande saje nge welcome nge yeti tujang forever andu wote ken wala ko mejo ya fo nyame ni ngata wole be ken wotal nga ami bondi akes ko men ko ngak Senegal el tan ko rol jo because I'm being na mol jo kan ne mbe Senegal el fanal jo kan to la economy man sia amang anu kan bukan so na lual tamandila mbe la lo jabila ka fuko mo tawsano le ami fenk o be mu tactical le drone kamul silandi kamul silandi kamul fenke ka fuko al nga Senegal el bula jandron ni bota jang ni mo be murla nan ya jamme biring comme mejo ya fu nyame biring ya jamme be banko bula la namul no so yorol man kuke la lo ya fole ako to la fault mo gambe nol nga pour ñu lié na jang andu fo responsibility accept but at some point na molu gambia so jari mantra lo yalla ya jamme la mol famul bu ke la ye sino ni ya jamme bije because ni nata do ko la e ka fole ko ni fo ni de sayta biwo fo ni tara do ko bi fo me sela nan ne bam fo de sela na very very few isa continue bulu tanale mel ya lon ko wol level lo yalla ya jamme la andu wol nga jele ko wol biri ya jamme boto je wol le o coup d'état nyim plan ye o dinni fa o dinni wol ti mejo atodu for lieutenant jammele mbang ya jammele mana la fo molul mbang imaje mel sama kor marshal after yemuta wol damman mo andu jamali ko kanila la andu wol dul famul bi je ye mislead le wol damman to kel mo de kelo kala ya jamme sai wala mun tila point oti andun ka foko security reforms ba kala le because of na economy ta mandi no wol be nyame andu amanke tilimoti moyena abe army ite meta army ya tambindi nyato ite fon ya lon le tambindi because ida tribalism lamu o abota fonile o ya ajele ko ya jemela support alemati man correct mo dol tuje mo be koma wala na security reform important ba ke fa fanan akatina le pour mo le confidence to ami fanan ko
Misa boja ila fonko ke mute
na
ila fonko ke mute follow yeah okay go ahead schedule
yeah so right now mantra man confidence to ami to ando mu kulati me alon ko concern le mu wala na ya adama boro fo bilana ta hanbi amanta barak so kono Ismaila Cissé Dr. Ismaila Cissé nyim fole kam fata kamma ya nati ya sindi police holia wori nyim kulati me alon ko na president o nyantela confidence to ami andu ko nyanta tan la ko kuti manyana sila kula because Gambia ami mole familiar fo among ya populous le last time among 300 OC andu wala tam le banta 1500 wala recruit at one go wol kono melie ko nyaman keme sabasi andu jamal bije fanan
is it okay
no it's okay mute what no nying it should be near finger ba jela kama da drong sefen je mute kama
mbe wole jibe ka nyambara man funte na funo bala just microphone ne bije o wada
microphone ne bolde rek bole okay very good go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm coming from what I'm coming ko among there is no reason pour molie sila. Nilmu tactical let me alon ko mol ka use le pour Senegal les states. Français natale ya tactical use science Senegal el fanal the same tactical bole use kan. Imagine to nam journalist all bring me and ngani moy from Senegal. Senegal journalist all le asafe ko 600 troops all bina kanjele. Ima fu molie fo ibe mole replace kan. Fo ipe wol fanal be la fara nanne bare ntinga lon ne ko bi ning gambenoli adama baro bondi o Senegal el wolte lola mol nyaato comme la lo ya fu nyame Senegal mu bankol ti me alon ko ye loi respect le hani tol family ya jele bring mak mol fudil nan ka demonstrate Macky Sall la fon ko ila so jolol man kuke ila ponu professional lol leti andu ite hanila pour kan na mol ka lo mol ni na banko tema ngalon ne ko be kudol ke kan o manyan na foni kono e foni kay yewto mutale coming like an occupying place because of Casamas rebel will be around the thing ye fankele ko men ko ya jele ko nyiluo nyimu wo zone leti so e ka menke Casamance ko le tamandi Senegal o fongo manyanna because abatinna le mol kay tandi le ko ya rafan Senegal fanal ka menke Casamance amon correct iko nibe insurgency kele kan o fongo ite fongo le nyanta kele example oti ite buka mako men ko ite insurgent leti ika la motol muta ike jani imanta kitiyola Senegal ko wala ke andu nyinka tinal dunia be focus ke kan sai ba lonna le ko membe keri tol fan la journalisol nyanta wuli la nga do ko ke natanga adama baro nyininka ite nyimmo kemes woro men nat ye nati mun dalila le kan mu agreement lam for separate comme yo yafu nyam for separate agreement lam bang for ecomoc agreement lam ni ecomoc agreement lam watu jumale tiamre ecomoc ngol beta because biri ecomoc nata initially tuwa bolle ke jono EU wala ke jonu but EU atata fo 1 year ko sayin tol ngani jole fo batata watu jumala banna sayin tol mbam fonyola le ya extend le once ya extend twice iko sayin tol be fonyola sayin ni ecomoc ngol jumala ke jo na man ke fawon la bankoti because disrespect la ko African Union ani ECOWAS wala ka ecomoc ni jo andu wala mun tol fawon la poso to aka bo wala to akana ke ka ecomoc ni jo ila na ina fadu Gambia biri nata biri lumen na fobi yamune ke Gambia hani ku kile imake because nga jela biri 3 years jot na fundita nang na mol le fundita nang police le fundita nang ibe tia gasol fay kan ibe to nyin kam ko mo ngol be siri man tara kula je ni tara ferio to ikatara ko mo ngol le be loring the other side apanta udron na ikatara udron la ba enjoy kan na sa to dol tara peacekeeping na dula dol tole ngalon na kon peacekeeping ni fu ni tata wala dula de bakala sayla akatara diarinne because ike lale sino jama bije hani tata kelo le kono ika enjoy because ika ko di jama le sika ya dila so woten to la interest pour nga say ngajele jamal to ni tata peacekeeping to fon la mo peacekeeping na dula tole hani say kata peacekeeping la wotole ibukala fi sayla ni ko wat juma la nyimbe position bana abuka die so eko mo alnga singa dialogue ando abu commencer na journalist sol la tol ite a commencer le ando ku kendo lam alnga continue nga nyim conversation o muta kay tandi la ka foye ko look ndol ngal invite nan janne aliena makoy alkana overstay atolla alnyantala ali diam eko mo ngol fonli pour sojerol fonli ke nyini ka juma ka tol jo alkatol jo jolla wat juma la tol be sayla fo nim 600 do men kana la fal kan ne bam foy ka bol kan ne muna na la mol be fo nyi be ibe global ya ke kan because mo global reality ibe mutala wot ajibe nyin bodo ya sa fe science thing ako e ko mok sojoro ay motaki aborita maji watu minna covid kera ye pati oke mol nate diamute bi jona li sol wulta senegal me bondi bang power bal bulle power bem bulle andum fanga use nimma use tron ka diamu ni li ibe tulu nan nale imagine bi jona li sol fundita yo sa fe senegal immediately fundita yo boyo nim sayndis aso kono so nim fundita ko tenke nim jona li sol fundita ya sa fe diamuta ya itandi ko nil mol men kana munela ina fadum foi kana mol le intimidate bang because as keno wotile foi kana Senegal la interest le fenki bam foi kana ila mol le nati pour wolbe katio fayla bang ina na fadum watu jumale be sayla jumale ke jo ina tamunela watu munanna itentul mako ila pour ngana security reforms ke to nyala diata ala ngajele ko ina tale yenna mol samba na sojerol samba Senegal ye trainje pour que bodyguard sojerol nim police ol lam fa to nya diata ala ye wol trainje but bi wol nate be min tole sain hanatra hani physical fofoni be physical guard le state house de but hani protocol hani motol me yalon ko ni be funko Senegal e troupe le bije ina te man fellon Gambia koto yo ala baraka
so another omu sign do fanam bije mi yalon ko akaitande mon la ko ikame election region wala nyinde ko intimidation tactics ko fana use le pour nin kamala is all part of election region so ma lon folo nyil bina kan day lol min ka bayra man koy mol ba bakki but ngana jibe nyil be mu nekila nyim banku sako certify nyati ndo min na tay nyati len certify min na tay so all eyes are on these people kajibe mu nekila ba ngana tam misa bojaya me yoboya mi jobo yang adam baro natal janne ako molye ko in fa ya fole ako ya jammele powerful ako bara katel powerful ta ya jammete aka atele sembo soto ka kambi ya jammete ako nin kamala ako sojarolu polisol nin amiol nin ko be anin kafnyade anin enay bara na min law ko lente ko economic e bentolo ko so munatina president baro be sonna economic eta or because I ko nyimana symbolita he's trying to show his power. So are you surprised ko fonyi kita fonyi yetere na bankaje ko hanbe mimindo president baro be insisting ne ko nyil tata dawdandi bari abe mun fa nangalo na ke kaf ka foreign people kafu Gambia fero bet pour kala power itandi. What do you say to that?
Okay. Nila fita janni ngata wo to follow the mana lalo la kumodo be jella fita wala sementi andila and maybe can clarify. I think Mr. what is the name again? Kejao. Yeah, Kejao we mean for. Gambia National Army. A low nyami. Kabirim from the beginning problem or strategy. Because near Jenten in Samsa, what in Beduna in the army. Ntelomu the only university graduate mindunta army kon. Yente minjete nyantan sen san hosle because of my age and in a level of education purkata nyantatan as a second lieutenant as a full lieutenant second lieutenant as a full lieutenant ko pasala jantata dami. But I never went there. Nene ma alomfang aduma complain I didn't care about it. Because we had our problems then. Akanyimi mfana mfoteng Gambia tonyalom dictatorship mbe kabo civilian nte fam kawole fo moli enko kabo mfa ulto almam ulto for alkal for civilian for soldier mbele contributor towards that dictatorship. But by nature of Gambia society wowato Gambia ni ala literacy percentage jibe. Majority of there is a saying that majority is always right, but in Gambia majority was always wrong. Because imalo ikakarte fanyine kanko ala na mansa sindi ala rone kabon.
Wallahi
wale dictatorship mendi Gambia. So until being a role sotole in ya jamela affair nteka ofomole enko I regret one thing. Be guilty of what? Because for me in particular I could have stopped that coup. Nsa stop Nolan because what when the Kudandian troops will be the Nigerian only in contact le ikonyeko get those troops ready from Farafenya and puru ilafita battalion or divert la. Woman can onya until famu damalu. Some of us because nying lalo coming for mu ye moka kibiro ke adatole. Ana famu benyami man killing. Certain people like us nin lota non ko ku amanta kela tenduna be stop la leno. So nte ka Gambia la be dani wala ye let them forgive me because na feel like but nata na consolation obi mineto wala munyenti ko ala ko atel katilo wulindi aya bwendi na minke mansati muti ko kula nwala now nko ning ala ya da mansaka there was no way I could have stopped it because reasons wale bijemi atina maso one of them wala munyenti ko Jawara ntenga feel ko a government ni mansakunda alondi ning coming Mr. Kejao coming for tenko Senegalese or Kagambian called Sambakate train bodyguard yala anything. That is where the problem was. because in law tali wa tontelom lesson officer in the Ministry of Defense, and I won. Nga meeting okela ninja warange won ko eko. Alka trend nyami. Na meta jang kule bekela alte minjela yembondije. Sara jang ha ulka kala ali nyimbondije. He's too intelligent for an average soldier. Yembondi nte katubolon kono doron. Wo kam fa kan ngamiranko. I am not going to sacrifice my life to protect, to bring Jawara back because of what? Among tribalism or whatever. But why were they taking me out into the province? Warm one it. The second reason why my intervene wolomu during a sonko over the radio, adunga nga lonko Barrow. Barrow was the original head of this. Atelente approaching a long time ago. Nko, they were in control. So I never thought, nobody ever thought Yaya was coming to be the head of that thing, or because he was not. So what funny atina wala nankoni alabe mo sindila dula laka kuja maleke mi alonko imalo. That is where until la kamfada be oltani Nigeria no la presence in the Gambia. But I told status nko eko Senegal a military system on intel taman killing. The Zanda Mori wale ka presidential gake in Senegal. The Zanda Mori bikoloko in America jang ila Marines wolu or special forces. They are well trained. Ye trained in the military fenko and police duties. It tell the fenketa more than the ordinary Senegalese soldier. They are more trained than them. So what we say for France, the French system. Nina the French system what I create into the Gambian system. Ye wolita ikwezana morio letano at that particular time. Wole kajawara guard na for enkoeko. Have a platoon or a company. Put a state guard. Nin soldier role le bijenu. You need to saro cross lang. But Zanamore, I was there. Ekomokla force demonstration oketa watu mina. So Zanamore ol bekido ibe jolone ni musol be nyo takile be bo. Nkwe altele be president o muta guard kanja. Let's see for so we keja mini nyimankila albajela be kela nyami. I told you this over and over. Ama at work aduyaje a few people lebije mini loyal tatoyaya. Every president na atakamol creately in Africa wole kake. Samuel Doe, I grant people letter wole ala army, ala bodyguard, whatever. 3/4 of it wole kafink. But ni ya afane woke. Iba jela in the Gambia National Army, less than maybe 5% of the Gambia National Army wole loyal. This is the reason why Bira Boita among army youths no. It was ala intentional to be a kamantala, put army back. But they didn't. So what the man did one more than Tangumbije, he privileged ila nafaka. Wale atine loyal takam, but a man keko ila professionalism, wale ke general or so-called generality or whatever. They knew nothing. Imam Fiofene, ikap folesu bano tale yake director of intelligence. Wale mota mi alon ka finkele yake general. Until the time momi pije ika fu modole general. It is an insult, an abuse of ranks. Security reform. If I were the president, that is the reason. The reason for the transition. What 3 years of Connolly, every post of Fenko Mimbije, loophole Mimbije, what 3 years of Connolly, ya kewale kama puru wolibe ifeng. Within that 3 years, yani what 3 years of the ban. Gambia National Army reform in such a way. If I were in charge of that place within a year, I would have reformed it. With the consent of the president, because now man song, now ita kelon. It has to be a national Fenko. But Puruka Odula reform. That's the easiest thing. In that, okay, coming back to I am a politician. maybe not too quality. Maybe I have a little age over them in politics because I've been a politician all my life, been in the school from Ketanyao. Okay, and I participated in Gambian politics. More Gambian politics long 30, very few people on board. Ne Machiavelli read The Prince. Tactical meaningful. Politician Jama in Africa Kawale use. Look at what happened. It is a ploy. The mere fact that we are talking over this, the mere fact that BBC is talking about it, the mere fact that everybody is talking about it, Womu, he is achieving his aim, another objective. Because the populace minijita karte fai, yesila ya foko, he, that is the aim.
Okay. You see where we coming.
Yeah, so Ibajelako, it is very possible, Samzari mean for it is true, Kanani a comic law or whatever. But Nia Jama explained to the population. Kana because our responsibility to stand before in any country, Abekela Africa drone, Jaite Hanila Yinkela in America here. Haninya mate it because Congress has to approve before deployment. Sako foreign troops now into the country. Yani be more deploy out of here for Congress Sakone Kana inside. So kalo dulato kafoko attenyanta lola la afeko. This is the reason why I want to do this. Gambian will convince we are human beings. Now I reason so to me alone reasonable we will support it. But it hadn't been konote moma alone yini kana dalila jamaleka. And that is the purpose. The purpose is to create a chaos where Atela success of Funtino out of what? Satan near Milton na paradise lost, yeah, read the wall. Satan na pro tactics be the chaos. Create a chaos and then get ila objective for out of chaos. So every Gambian has to be very careful. Senegal soldier that is true. Or something, but it is possible because here more in Kanilai. Nobody expected that was going to happen. So where there is trouble, anything is possible. So prevention is important than to assume that nothing is going to happen. This is a very serious issue. It's a serious matter. And the president needs to come out and tell the Gambian people and clear the air. Because what are the circumstances behind this?
But in a typical fanalu, they are almost failing us in this because Nina Haji will ka president ka kuson ka even ka someone to defense minister ni ka someone to parliamentary committee pour ka syndicat explain ka itan di mod la be kere.
Yeah, but coming for a Parliament may know more than we know. Yeah, understand? Maybe there is a legitimate reason why this is being done. And that needs to come out.
Yes.
What is important is to talk to the people and tell them, this is the reason why this is happening. It might be legitimate. And then our legitimacy, what about it? Be acceptable. But often acceptance depends on legitimacy of an issue. So now, it is not possible. Okay, Dalila Jamali Atina Kananang, we need to know. Ninga long, then that is the time all by Parliament Salon maybe it in Parliament, baby, we don't know anything. I'm calm well, he say hearsay. Now official. Then the government white paper they release like Afoko 10. That is when Parliament say act no. Is that someone know why is this happening or whatever? But nobody knows. bimbe binin ko nka min fo edoro the rumor it can create le pour political purpose le bije pour psychological warfare. It is a political psychological weapon. Purka work because of the Gambian population, yalon hanisani, over 50% of them. Ibe munao mo let him fa uli benyama nimba ibe benyami. Hey, ale me mansa mobuka tulu mansa la fenkete. Ibe be ole nyam. Over 50% of the Gambia. So this is a very effective psychological weapon. That is why they are keeping quiet. But they want to come out. They neither come out. We know the reason. Are they coming through a comic? Yeah, no. Are they coming as a separate Senegalese, whatever? What is the reason? Because in either case, it is very unnecessary. Both of them are unnecessary. A comic should not be in the Gambia by now. Coming now for before la find at the beginning, a comic lana in the Gambia was 100% justified. Inata dalilo leka. But before ena, was there any trouble created by the soldiers or the police during the 2016 election? Jamali Bafolanye Janko, the army or whatever, they did something during the elections of 2016. Jamali Bafolanye IEC election will declare that the soldiers and the police revolted, or anybody said anything or did anything. It didn't happen. There was no economic troop in the Gambia during 2016 election. Election win tale moment femwe soldier man wuli afoka tekela ya le ka tekela. Eko aska kono you have to negotiate, but even before the overall commander of the army, Ako he is with the constitution. Adu womu jolale. Na dini ngolo ma bentel koto odli ala in Kudak. I'm with the constitution, you have to go. That was what happened. Wala na soldier na loyalty soton nyaming come molia amira nyaming ko the army was loyal to him, he wouldn't have gone. Because tenuna bekela the terrible thing called abitale barabatala mojamal bifala. But it never happened. So that is not that war is not in the this. It's not an excuse. Kafuko a BBB in 2021. I tell a bodyguards holding and takela a comic truth lady. That is an insult to the ability and the integrity of the Gambian security forces.
Okay. Mina ite yakoto atamel back because maybe in the next 20 minutes be line oyela. So maybe ngela wala nyinde ko mina la lawyer. Bari lafta ale min jibe right now wala nyinde ko maybe mejo baja ni fan see quick answer dinner no jande mina la lawyer, please do that. Wala nyinde ko ningo bebe caring sai. Na ramo fanan ko saying the deal has been done. Wala nyinde ko APRC ni NPP wala baro ning fa bakar tombons jam te tombons jata nyolo iko saying ikete kilinat imajtal bari nyum bakono ko ya jambe binal wala nyinte ko ngami wonda sa wala nyinte ko ya jambe binal as in what capacity, bari wala nyinte ko as a free man, as someone who in fact is coming momi no kana men ko kenyi bankunka. And Baro is going into that agreement. But Baro na dafo you follow three promise ko ya jame smuru na janyi bankong kana as an ordinary man. But after na dafo ko ate kilinto ya jame ko ate dambambul. Sa ko te ke politiko fene election of la binasi kan ngamoy ko deal has been sealed. Iko ya jame is going to come as part of the agreement. What is your reaction to that? Janni mina lalo ya quickly.
Okay. Ntenya mbe ku kilindoro ne fole. NPP and APRC la so-called coalition or whatever. It is an uneasy alliance. Tibabul ka for me uneasy alliance. Sabi ko NCP ning PPP ni lata nyoka. Oli nene ma APRC boy. I was a bona fide member of the APRC. So it like kafo nyola. It is very inconsequential. The guy is cast. More Gambian politics jibe wrong. Yalo neko. UDP is going to win. They're going to win. I may support them, I may not support them, but I am a politician and I can read between lines. So let them do whatever they can. Let them go ahead and do it. It didn't even move me. Okay, concerning Yaya, he is a citizen of the Gambia. He has a right to be in the Gambia. I intend to only buy from the Gambia for 18 years. Tell me a katina kaganye in the Gambia. I intend willing to get I was in exile. Fundingo, na second dingo, me alonka was one of the ndingol kononamin kanwi beti a father at the age of 21, and I couldn't go down to the Gambia purka ka fureje wala ka Liberia.
Listen.
Ntela doku minga ke APRC na jo molet. But he's a citizen. He has a right to be in the Gambia. I have a right to be there. I until by the Mantanoje. I just want to feel about it. Abukana no sign in the Katano, I think Katano.
Yes, sir.
He has a right because in Tengamin exile or Kono, Malafihanin Jawo, I lack him.
Yes, sir. So
I wish I na Gambia as a citizen. But every Gambian, Alafongoko, ne kuja oke, hana asedoya ko an atom, abejola wa. Ne kunyimake hana asedoya ko abejola wa. Momo ekuo kuke in the Gambia. Ndeka ofo mwele nko eko. Alse si falia bang, fonyin TRRC bang, ya mwe. Fwebe any adverse mention of my name mwe. Because Lalo Intelo now is a soldier. Yaya could not use Yaya cannot tell me to do anything. Me alone is against my conscience. Nteka fumole nga feo fenke in the Gambia ninkuja olom. Moman dungala mfangole I take responsibility for it. Nobody told me to do it. Because he could not tell me to do anything against my conscience.
Mr. Buja, dol safoko okay. Minister of Interior at the time. Kumome student demonstration oketa.
Yeah. If I were the Minister of Interior, that student demonstration found Yankel. No, I was not.
Okay, sorry, my apology then. If you were not then, sorry.
I was here in America how many years? America in 2004.
Okay, my apologies, sorry.
That then. Student demonstration happened in 2012.
No, 2001, number 20.
No.
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, 2000.
Yeah, 2000. But what
you are right. You are right. But then I was an ordinary citizen. Yeah, Mamira, that was the year I went to Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Okay, you are right. Osman Bajile Bijeno.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, not me. But not until the Interior Minister at that particular time, that student demonstration would not even happen. Because police those are the police I was going to deal with drastically to the satisfaction of the population. So there would be no cause for a demonstration. The police that's not their job. It was an accidental whatever also, but if I were in Interior at the okay, that aside, yeah, he has a right to be in the Gambia. Nim president kaina aina. But what is going to happen? He's not going to come for more minute at the TRRC or whatever. He never went there. Now that I think I found the same process I thought through reconciliation or whatever, but that didn't happen. So the natural law and in Fenko I think more minke you have to answer for your actions. So now Natana, the laws of the Gambia, I be all face for all the activities I make in the country. But I don't know what the agreement is going to be. For everything or whatever also. Niake in Liberia, Malum for Lobby Liberia live with me or whatever, because we are the first people there. Ntel Katara Sirin Jele, after the war, after a peace create far bante in Monrovia. Civilian will mold the mal kanyo sute, ye kuja udoke mola aelong. Birin tel pije water, ikamo baidore ko karfen yenya paka ya lipafo yafa. So niko ya nana, what is it be mean security kelano ka protect from all those people mini alonko ye kuketela or something like that. Wo mi tela responsibility le. Na another fana ila protection wa be mean create la. Is it going to create a division or a kind of fracas between various sections of the society? What mila responsibility? So are you capable of doing that? Me capable. If Adama is capable of doing that, let him go ahead and do it. If he is not a responsibility for the life of Yaya, Bangkoka. But if I were him, handing Adama Konya Konamuru Nanjambe Sila in my peace, Ngana Fenko enjoy for Janimbe Kela Nyamingana. Bukasa Uliki state how many years in exile? Bukasa. Amamurun Central Africa. Bira Murunte Amineketa. He was killed. He said, prayer and orders. What happened? You know, so that is a Lord on the head of whosoever wants to do it. But I'm not against it. Because he's a private citizen, like me. He can go there. And I went to Gambia 3 weeks, 4 weeks, not a Muruna. Moma Nyapinka, Moma Fenken. So for later,
eti amena ko lalo ya kuja na ko ya jame sa kawan ya amena ko nyin ko be ya jame be hanyina le ku kanana even though nimbaro ya a guarantee ko be negotiation ke arrangement ke ya jame be will risk that pour ayna nyin kamala ntenga amena ko be nene kan e pierre ko nene kan rom pour ka fu baro.
I'm not going to call him a coward or whatever. Man, characterize whether he's a coward or not a coward. Okay? Because now he was a soldier like me. And there are instances when Tefango, either in Liberia or Sierra Leone, incidents will happen where I'm going to be finding Yaminte. He had me na yellow. He can't na veins wolu yellow kaborako. Ifango nyaka yellow jakadam fan kan na yellow mo yakabori. Just because of certain situation, ye fang find into meant. So it happens. But yeah, the fear. Near the courage, more courage. Ole kafia everybody I fear sota ala fenko tole, but courage ole kila fear so much. Ayela brain ni courage sota ole kila brain somebody because ila brain na man tama ila fenko konodo ibe kukele manya minkel. So I'm not going to characterize him as a hero or as a coward.
Okay, Lalo.
But like I am saying, if I were him, I will come volunteer like Bukase did, or anybody, or they insisted that they were going back, and they went back. As private citizens, nobody brought them back. If you feel you are okay, you are fine, or whatever. So why do you have to wait for somebody to call you in? Once you are still clear, you are free to come in as a free citizen. Come in. That should be one you take a private firm call a decision. If I were in his position, I'll go. I'm not trying to follow Nahajiti. If I want to go, I'll go.
Okay.
Ni konye ko not ya konye wo ato nunko. The ground is clear for you. You can come to the Gambia anytime you want. I would have gone. So BB Bilatin, the ground is clear. He's a private citizen because Gambia government Kafoko, he's a private citizen. He can come as a private citizen and nothing else. So once you are clear, what is he waiting for? If there is no skeleton in the cupboard, or for whatever, so they come back, like all of us are going back, like a private citizen, and go there. And that will solve that government. Yeah, for that is it. Obe Kenyan come Gambia ilafta kela tribal politics let. Adialu yentelo. Hani samor turela maninka ya mantambintela. Barintele ngap tribalism kele mobe tinte Central River Division watu mina surwali nem fulolu. Wolle kanu than any other person because of nlota men. But Gambian kolia mutabi ko politics mu osusulet. Ko mandin ko botaje jawara jola sita noto signing either fulo wala surwa wala nyantasila or whatever. That is absolute nonsense. The presidency imanya based on relations or tribe or whatever. The party me alonko anim the leader moli yemin trust ko whether he's a Manjago or Ijola or whatever, it doesn't matter. Me alonka se bankola interest samba no wole nyantakel alla bankonta to 3-4 weeks. I came back to America and I didn't miss the Gambia. That was what? It was a total disgrace. Not when I was going, I was so anxious. Nkomantara Gambia 17, 18 years. And I was korontorin purka funte kanana back to America. And I didn't miss it at all. Abe manke 24 banko benyamin bite. The Gambia is smaller than the state in Wisconsin. How can all the money you mean pump you mean into the Gambia? We should have been talking about something else rather than mbenyo nena, mbenyo banena, medial to or whatever or something like that. But the corruption observed in your country, in our country, among Kehani Jawara Jamano. At least I am paid. I'm not going to say exactly how much I receive a month, a gross salary, but it is something like up to within $6,000. That's almost how many million? 6,000. How many 100,000 no more? That's about $300,000. Ntebuka motu osano. Inteta the Gambian kadindi merengol gemini alon clark also boom fason mini belo kanje. Range motu mini kaborini. Molka kodo key into America and other places, asking people to buy them Range Rovers, costing about $45,000 to $50,000.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
And I cannot buy. Ntete ani Toyota Corolla fango dobi je nimba san nankar loan neta ngasa. And who is in the Gambia minka $300,000 is receive a month?
No, I'm saying no, even President because of it.
So these are the things nim that remu patriotic Gambianti. The situation in the Gambia, it is not one man's fight. That situation is that I don't care whoever is going to sit there. Because Barrow as an individual, before me, I don't have anything against him. Barry more ibuka ni ba na kurto dung de na noy abe kununna ya je fewo fe ya ni aje mol kata ni da biti ko te bika samato sando ye singo dunga ko ni la size we ka wala fuwe. The presidency is like that. You have to have the brain, the capability, and in the prowess. Pour ka wo dula mara. Bari bi ntenga je nyamen wala munyente ko mobi ajele ko hembatu janni nyiye boje mfananga na life make or whatever. Forgetting that when APRC came there was a commission. Forgetting that when Yaya went left there was a commission. Forgetting that when they are gone, all those properties come all vigilante journalists only more. People are not fools. They have seen sources will everything. Yala properties will be siska. Iteba bilanan. Iba think forgetting about history. Because they are a human being ala problem omunyenet. Ni momo na ta kafulente ngaminke modo korta min nante do leke.
Okay. Mga bori la lawyer after ngana line oyele then ngamulo fanal talam moy then you guys also conclude nga program ko fa lalo budun ko nkaya ali ala ke ba moy so even mod lalo okay go ahead.
Yes, Major Bojan Kumakawal Moile. But until of it, just few things like address la dromba time moments here. Nde ba fola Gambia no le drum come kejo fane abanyame kana worry back at in 625 soldiers Senegalese soldiers many along ko binaka. Personally, mang worry. Ninga Amira Kendeke. Of course, that doesn't mean that Komenko there is no risk attached to the deployment. Sojoro ma beta dawada ni kido la kama beje. Kido ma beta dawada mistake kiliun ka costly bakele. So wala na tafono completely ko the deployment ning completely kana warrior. But given on different cases like Senegal has a right to go after their national interests. And national interest for one of the most important thing is the national security and national defense. That is to secure and defend the sovereignty and of a nation state. Senegal by trial by all means kifang involved back on it because it will interest manke Gambia, it will interest manke Adama Barrow, it will interest mu Casamas let. The lawlessness member carrying Casamas and the danger of Guarananko and Tafono completely danger because it left them to draw into that Casamas problem. Because near Senegal la cool be given. Foni la area be la ko keja ya fanyame obe mu Senegal sojoro land andum o Senegal sojoro mantra badibu e mantra bolonkono and all those things e la main concentration of be mu foni le wala ya fama fana ya tinela komenko foni ko le nyantale taning hakilo la baka because to be quite candid nga tonya for the majority support of APRC be foni la kono. It will be Adama Barrow trust la nyadi APRC be Adama Barrow trust la nyadi ning Adama Barrow be Senegal allowed to bring in 600,000 to be occupying forces of in Fonyi, where it will need a dimbal be demandal yaje me wulu jeel to another dimbal be jeelato. So mutolu Senegal in 600 samanang amanke ya Adama Barrow la interested, amanke Gambia la interested. Will be more secondary. The main interest is the Casamas conflict. And to be quite candid, it is good that the Gambian National Army, until now, we are trying and Purukane found bullet to be drawn into this Casamas conflict because we have no business there. Casamance conflict and Casamance in Senegal is none of our business. Senegal la business la nima handle no omula problem ol bari kanantol draw akono andu APRC fo nyinkol nyanta understand na ko manko APRC all man ya jamme kanu the executive men beji. They are just settling a score with him. Because if it left the occupational economic occupation of phone called left they don't want it. And the election rigging men kafo fanang il forces all nada. Let us not be worried about it. Senegal is a country whereby hani sojero kalua karanne. They are not like Ntolu. Particularly the Zandarmore. And Senegal membiji ni Senegalese will kawuli ka protest ke and sojero buka wuli ke fa ibuke bute. Ntolu Gambian will finance wuli no langa protest hani Senegalese will la kuol. Ila na Gambia. Bari Adama Barrow wokan mom is unfortunate. It's not in his interest. Pour kanye situation on address. Come Mr. Bojaya Fanyami, he wanted to use this psychological warfare of the presence of military. But one thing they fail to understand is Gambian Ulfan, they have learned a lot during Jamede. And this social media and all those things, Gambian Ule Kujamale Fanankaran. And Umpuruke change because ni ata misal fe Adama Barrow say changes from Sekino, Adama Barrow say Gambian Ulfalino. Because this is what they told him. Kabring other people will buy like UDP buy from the government. He concentrate on the Yajame, the remnants of Yajame, Sidi Njanyolu, Mambre Njanyolu, the protocol officer Alaji Sise, and all those things. He can remember fire Walem Yintiko Yajame book election no win, But we are all seeing, although manifestation of everything be try, but it's not working because the practical example is or tactics solve work until UDP party obanda tejuna. Because Adama Barrow be UDP lakono, UDP lon. He is the president, Kodobabul. But the Gambian people, particularly the UDP people, they learned a lot during Yajame, and he could not even manage them. Kunun thing. He is quarreling in the public with the chairman of Basse because he's really disappointed how things are going in URR.
And desperate.
He's very seriously desperate. So we are going to have a cool head. Adama will explode there. Ning campaign sita. Yalon kafule komenko, he is doing things on tribal lines, he's dividing us here and there. But manku je follow because have explode lele bao. Ning kafo kono president chairman area council chairman o buloli papura kana bulo dunga bulu. Kafai komenko ndilenga ndele yamere ndele jato fa mbodi la mo furi ngol lella. In fact left no police li arrest. Kafo fa kono be sonkola. Simply because Kabira Tata Molia contact from the president's car to the last car was 79 vehicles. And in Mendunta, from his car to the last car, not starting from the beginning, 79 vehicles. So anyinko kana ante amande wumbake believe ta menna wala mi Senegal bele interest le no makan bari sake nyala mi yalon ko ikanan toran na badi ya men bentema ikana wo manendi Foni mu Gambia lati Foni is part of Gambia just like Badibu is part of Gambia just like West Coast is part of Gambia. Senegal has no damn business pour kantol involve Casamance isula pour ntol ninna Foni brothers also problem also. Andung na sovereignty tonya nga Adama Barrow na la government la sovereignty nying tumando eka jutu fangala le fang ni ko dol moy example the presidency is being secured. Yeah, Adama Barrow la bunkono the state house is being wired and these people are listening to everything in Senegal. Nimmo fo ibe faniyale fola. Hani Adama Barrow private discussion like a menke is being listened in Senegal.
Senegal intelligence has been filtered down to almost every sector.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a bilateral agreement also. That is the interest of neighboring countries. Proper bilateral security agreements between two neighboring countries is in the interest of both. o banku fulo be la nafala be oto but anyanda base la respect la kankaje komen ko both states nyin state fulo be banku fulo be e be sovereign states so lem independent states lo lem e manyanna nyola sovereignty ni infringe la like kaduna banko kono kaduna senegal dunan gambia kono without informing the counterparts komen ko this is the operation because operation mamanda in the military nin iko kukata bakadaji kukata foni o kasamas so jero boka wulila la dro ye wulidro ye bula muto kono him pam pam hi eta kasa bodato no there must be an information. That information must be looked at and analyzed. I analyze. Mission has to be prepared, and that order or mission or preparation of the soldiers has to listen to what their mission is, and the mission on be executed has to be done. So woka a period a time tally. So wo jartale wo wato kono according to the hot pursuit agreement. Meaning Senegal and Gambia men side wo wato kono. Senegalese, the troop men kabo one country, kata the other country, enyante la counterpart ning inform la kajo komenko nyinni nebe kerina and we are on the move and abenyin bla karin simply because akana problemo create like Senegalese ko megeta Gambia koneka Gambia no bunki dola. Ita Gambia koneka kidota eka Gambia no busa kunoto wakata fonye the last time. O bentolla badi yala lanjula antolla banko munna banko tinto dino la Senegal la even though malla fi Gambia they never want Gambia to be since 1965 andung Sheikh Omar Faynyolo and Mamburen Janyolo those are among the people men believe that mentality la komen ko Senegal la nyantantolo marala which is very unfortunate bari abe depende Gambia no lebu December on the 4th ngana registration cartul la soto ntolle nga Adama Barrow sindi anu ntolle nyanta iten la Adama Barrow la kon tolle kejo before be kala president wata men mo melo mo la fi kelon fang so ning December 4th sita we have to vote very wisely nga karteo fay very wisely ninga feel komenko Adama Barrow is the one me alonko he can take the country to where we want fine. Senegal cannot do nothing about that. Ninga feel ko Adama Barrow to somebody else lemu. Usainu Dabo lemu, Halifa Saleh lemu, Esa Fall lemu, Dr. Ismail Cisse lemu. Ngadila. Senegalese soldiers cannot do nothing about it. Foni ntolu found to la Gambian mentality because ntolu ka song cool, nga song everything nela when something happens.
Like it.
Ndolo ka sile don ka fogun ka song everything nan ka fogun at the end of the day yes sa abula no ala bulu altalla man so lafta menna wala be kala bari ala fanan kay jitan dalal komen ko al fanan nyanta ku kelale
bayano mine fanan min fanan nga tare ko fanan min jibe wala ndede ko tare ko mi tan wala ndede ko nin kelo be sirin kelo be keren o mol nyanta ka kelo ko banko no do be they look the other way bari mo dolle mo dan ne ka kanyin kelo ke adanyin kelo ke da wato ba to wala kala ya forgot
War is one of the biggest problem of Gambia. Can you imagine? People who are, we believe they are conscious, they are educated, they know about the history, can sit and say everything but not UDP. Can you imagine? When somebody will come and say, come and go, I am the best person to be the leader of this Gambia because I am more qualified or I'm better than all other persons, forgetting that these 22 years, Membe Keta, there are people who stayed behind. There are people who died. There are people who were tortured. There are people who went to prison. For those people, for us to be able to have 20 political parties registered to be presidential aspirants. So what political prostitution or what in the Kabirisa for 1965, when we go back to history, Pasanjali Bojang, Nyolu Kata Famara was a tour in Nyolu. He will sell the folios wala kang angale folios or what I call of the Gambia pedal kaji komen komben na independence sotlal. But ning kabring jawaranata, the political prostitutes nyol nata, they hijack everything. It happened in Yahya Jammeh's time, though he tried very well for him to be in control. Adama Barrow, wala na nake. Nyimolu men beka sangi Adama Barrow. None of them voted for him.
Wala fang kamol dimimbake.
Some people are saying, people like Kejao Nyolo, well, Kejao, he believed in coming go election was Yajame Baino. And personally, he knows. Personally, I don't believe in that at that time. I was hell bent on something else. Kejao knows about it. Thank God, and I give him that credit, Comengo, having that mentality of believing that Comengo election was Yajame Bondino. But 22 years old, among UDP, the man father. Did they hide a manka UDP? The Koros is a manka UDP. You can understand. Will be father so munne batin na sai mol dolu be sotle ka fo comenko everybody but UDP. They are even ready put Adama Barrow in a bango mortgage to Senegalese, but they don't want to give chance. But the population will decide, and in December there will be changes. The change is blowing in the air, and it will happen. If Esa Fall, who came in just 2 weeks ago, Adama Barrow Stadium of Fandi Dindingola, Esa Fall not a Stadium of Fandi Kebal. If that can happen, let us be very careful. Adama Barrow is finished.
But atodung nina haji be fanang lalo. Patio mialon ko NPP nata just kunun NPP nata. Bi ngajele ko moto kuto pul yola bonde kayto kono iko president Barola NPP 1 ya dunde wala kono wol yo kodo bon wol patio yo kodo bonde mun tole ando piko pol mi beka bonan kana Adam Barrow to yala ngajabe dunka NPP la politiko kono wol beka bonan mun tole
wole mu wo fana mu questional di mi alon ko maltul journalist or la dog world. Some of you are doing the right thing. War motor killing, according to sources, each will cost about $72,000. Wow. Multiply by 2, that is almost getting to $150,000. $150,000 multiplied by 50, that is how many million?
Na Scorpio no fere wol mantano la fankot
na Scorpio no mantano before be Scorpio no fama fola ni ele musu kono ma samba wolle ba ma sasa to le musu sasa ya samba hospital ka klo fo le sang ya samba nozolia
Allahu akbar
ini fansum gulo fola kata ni tata birkama kono birkama musol ka ren buto le sang e pour ya sino la marso de kela bagasol waf
marga kolta
nawek la fongo kamunta jumping light journalist olomo ni nga bar nga journalist dole je ka sa fele comme specially built for the president for purposely for his campaign. Instead of asking Mr. President, where did you get this money from? You think Adam Barrow is the only person for our problem, responsible for our problem?
But Adam Barrow ko ako nati bota president yala ako me foning atela dilo be Gambia bal dilo to tarata.
Because Ama understand what the law says about corruption.
Yes, sir.
Lamin ite presently ibe member caring. Before member caring, ninte mete law ni na member caring nga jibot lo sika nga dila as a president because ibe member caring ne do ko le wasabu o mankete tatu mo member caring talent. Ni accept for your personal gain. Is called corruption. Ni motolu bota damende ni momon Adama Barrow bala majum office wato menna yeb majum office la natalo jel. Yi Adam Barrow family dindi ko natalo jel when he came out. These people men be $72,000 moto dealer le malon no, they don't even want to know him. So he is getting all these things because he's the president of the country. Therefore, those gifts and those monies doesn't belong to him, it belongs to the nation. So this is where corruption and niata misal ve kiti ketala as a problem also to know alala.
Okay. Mr. Bojang, ishila fonko kemio, fanga kolta sa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, mbadinga kolta. Salam alaikum bading. Kadim Rasul, bismillah.
Yeah, ikona de kamoyle.
Kemoy.
Yo, kom na lafter dunna la dum bat na joko ino mo mi platform mo kay so ke no koto ke la yindi mo na chance bule ko ni wonda be aba na khajam fu yeah
yes
okay lafter mi fola yanante ndefanan comme nka fo pamode comme ka political party support ba nimbe gambe bi mbe na karbe solidarity le na carte keso di UDP le usenda
munasina
because sa tele sa banko samba no hana manko di fana comme ka kumo sutian dunia dawranding mbolo moy dole UDP lam party bat ni gambe party no ko lafta gambe la nyaton kol nyato tan ina na party no tinana no la UDP kam bar fo say ko ha ibe UDP jam falale nim political party nul ol yekwale sono meki faye yalam pa modu kamyon fo teru man kanon tewla ko betiata ko kelebe kele kon yalan gambe fanan wato dol ni koy be diamula baake karo dol be je aka aba kolya bakelal bare mbam min fana ya maro di la politician mina gambe pour que gambe lo man sa kewde ndela president almale ne man kafaro kala min kada saw dawda kayro banjar aya simo bondi maraki so min ko ni min me simo bundi wo ndede support la ndede support o sa koy mo be ma faire okay gambe fana momoro nimmina presde yal nda khadim rasul ndeka na opinionol ko kanna mirolo ni ka foko kodota gambe hanide ande man so wala man agri wala ni nda man so wala ka foko kodota gambia hani kodo be jel kodo be gambe banko kanna ba politicianol ka gambe dim nane nyaadile ni nata si palaso do yenno kodo be sunya bar kodo be gambe banko dunia banko konate yaaje ala ka fenne dialal ba balula dami gambe fobi tol mil be ba diaspora gambe mba nyinin karola gambe la court authority kodo jella ka soto je de ita formolo adu nyanta lonnal wo nyanta koyla gambe no bemal sa nyan kenyo min ka beje kodo jella ka soto je wo nyanta koyla gambe no bemal gambe la namo tilo ko ne jella ka dum man sakunda gambe no be nyanto lon you understand barka boje ka kumo suti andi konate mol sa try ya gambe na ka kiloti yenyum political party ol min je nata lotem bi alkana so ye ka travelis dundal ko usen dabo mo kenna balti usen dabo fana gambe no ye tubir jamala la kande adun qur'ano nyina foko akom minal lesmi wal lesina tawallo kibra allah min muasab nasim adama do niya tumi fengola ibo profo la sambalna adu nima profo sammanan drong naran non ko mansa kundale be sir mansa kunda min seriosta ka misil mo tumi bita no risin nyante sen sonla nyanta loi la le kam qur'an kulola nyinti so barsan bi mo jamale sita platform to dindi meronde ibo usen dabo tumi kan kuma to kuma mu kam min fala do usen da fana bu woni alfala te de mo se mire isa sonyu na ko ita sonna molye min ke la alfala ikana ka wonde alfa do bari ban solal domandin kede ka bodo senegal minale yalonte 40 tubale na brodam ba kondo na maybe atamantal lo lalo jete atamantolo mbara 5 kwa fandi mati ma jete min sita senegal yalo nambe min ti ma jete sirin tuba doko mam ciorna ibrahim fatim bakke at terlam ti ma jete ti nyinti woti ma jete ni lalo fandi malam nda karanta wallal ya senegal nan sakuma kilim fonde be poru molto la hani senegal ka contribute gambelo ku jamal to hannaran num ko gambenol malom fe ni sojar ko na fe la platform moto je senegal gambia bi tulo min fintita je français ba koma ba tulo fintita le français ba koma le senegal ba wala yusla pour ka malekule adama baro pour ka sindi ka sindi symbole adama baro hanin carte fa min kanaten ni adama baro win konata atanta terrain bar say wode inda kala bani israel koltide kafo firano e joyani sandi kemen nan qur'ano ko wala ko adalla fir'auna khawma o ma hada ya bani israil hada anjeyna ko nde kelawati de ka fir'auna bani israil ko joyani sandi kemen nan because e hakilo ma yurwa imuke fam bonnino ko kono wala na fir'auna do e joyani fo almasa tallala fam bala fate annabla musa ki praye bondi firawna sa en kamben to karan na jelle be gam tuba karan jelle be gam mi tuba bu karonke arab karan din jelle be gam mi arab karonke e majlis kunda jelle be gam karan na ranu ko konnenti yani hasid yani munafiq yani fasikiyate je mina namba sonna nim president be siri ndol ya kele teje so der keme woro talulu ibeni le class di kofil ani le AK47 no ni la buruba
ko so der keme woro ani muwanni lul ngamela fol muwanni somno
ani muwanni lul sa e kana mina be Gambia ñun kuta ko yalo alata annabillahi Musa ki la nan kande mba sun xeex bi ñun ñoy juk xeex ko dalata wal adon kam bakku mo repeat la ko yankuba dabo kam men fo pamudu boja wala mu ko nyan tol manke fitina o gambe ndol be mu gambe lansarol jote ya ba fana man betia xex bi ñun ñoy juk amul sosé amul pol amul wolof amul jola kep ko xamna doomi gambien nga yo gëm nga nak doomi gambe mo la ñor gambien nga gis xeex bi ñun ñoo koy booloo xeex ko because sun réew la Sénégal duñ ko bàyyi muy colonize sun réew ñun dañ am sun current sun xaalis lañ yor ñun English yi moo ñu colonize sun official language bi English la so duñ nangu mukk Sénégal colonize ñu capitalisme pour Sénégal Macky Sall ñoom muy defar seen économie because pour 2024 because mom xamna ne dafa daanu 2024 Macky Sall do win waye dafa buga use Gambia pour mu defar économique Sénégal pour mu mana campagne lolu Sénégal 2024 mais bu féké mom sa taxul ci candidatam bi waye ñi jël ci parti am bi ki ñu parti bi ñu wana ñu coalition bokku yaakar pour ñu sam pour français tamit dimbal ko waye sénégalais ñom seen ndey dafa sey yal na ma yalla bay ci balat ci wax bi sénégalais ñom seen ndey dañ sey ñun Gambie tamit sun ndey dañ wara sey ñu fight sun fight bi ñu bay corruption iñanante ñu bañ wara bay iñanante Ousseynou Dabo mi ngeen xex bay leen Ousseynou Dabo sun dëkk bi yépp mu ngi yaqku bay leen Ousseynou Dabo bi ngeen xex yeen politiciens yi bay leen Ousseynou Dabo fu may daanel sama wax nak Assemblée nationale bu leen yàq xaalis Gambien yi Assemblée nationale député yi bu leen yàq xaalis Gambien yi gis nga ak ni doomi Adama moo koy xew waaye ak su la toppee sooy mootul wallahi dalla soo moytu dangay xalam man foofu laay yam foofu laay daaneel sama wax bi maa ngi leen gërëm
mbemrule kan na ñaato mbe kol la ñaato ya barke thank you thank you kay ko mbe wala mo assalamu alaikum badi hello
assalamu alaikum lamin
naam jumalo
fa ke balom
kay jitaba
lamin ngal tento ngal jay
barke
na koto kelpe tentu la contribution nyimala
baraka
mbe duwala mo be adem be kerem fo ala sambe so manta pe wala am be so natola membe mbul pour Gambia e tano nyato ale nawo natol timmande
minallah
la menela en platform o yeb mo mol samana je lungolung e ka mol karandile andu niye lamoy e ka hakilo soto politiko kono e ka lebe menekela adung aka wanda ka political awareness la bako aka wole di la bako me ya lon ka benin weapon ole mo istes finance me use no Mejo Bojan na diamo biya nen koto ke lalo anen ke jaw ye political experience jama bala nga gade la en diamo ta mal koto me alon ko ndella min nda fa ke wa beta rasirin jamba use la Gambia nda be wokla wala mo kacha na fati lamin ni na ta Gambia jibe na ta Gambia jibe ala ko bala fa warta bar Gambia na karolo bije na karolo bije wala atinna ni na ta hanin political party men beje de beka establish yes they have right but lamin nimbe Gambia soto in heart mbe ka jibe ko mbe Gambia laje political party jellebe Gambia
very unnecessary
party jellebe Gambia ma how many million people let so sign tolbe ko e ko boringa bitim bebe kun kana nyinola nim bebe kun kana nyinola sign mune atina koto ke lalo fele siri te la men fele siri mo yo fele siri ke jaw fele siri atol be ko Gambia nta ko Gambia sa jannin tabina mbatol kala molulu njaw den ta lano la lalo kamba ndita nano na de te la men ka la men ndita no me joya ba nim manta no me joya ndita no ke jaw ya ba pour nga nyoma koy baron ko hani momo ko ngalom faye andon hadama dun nal manka kilentali la nyo kalbe lolal faye abuka wok so nyanna hakilo tla woto bakele nyun men kanyum pati lon andon tol men yalon ko mo carte faylal de hakile ma ya fele jam ni ko UDP nga Useni Dabo Bondije atele mu nyaton kote baren kakala je ko men ko atele everything to know la men ni Gambia president ya jibe akamunta lo komen ko ni ko do ku le kala supervisor he's just supervising but the people are there who working ya fahamu woto sign dol carte failal senyin lonko ke jaw felentenda e patiolo mejo bojan fela e patiolo barsa mejo bojan no ma jumalle bijanim men nyana dogo ngendo kumaya tabakela nyine atina ndaka UDP support because nka jela ko UDP as a party mo jumalle be Useni Dabo bala na ko mal men nyana banko sambala ya fahamle so nganda ha nyo nakarola Gambia ngato nyaje comme last time la programme to nya kana njiso kono le baranka nakarle anu ninga nakar do nin ko ba to nya nakar do ka kamfale so ni na tan Senegal trupol ye mejo boja e même fo is likely lamin ni ne benta hakilo kon bira je fo doron fo njiso sumia asa keno le kanyim beke political la because ndolla merol men be sirin na babil men be sirin wol ka jela ko e aman jara fitinol nata ta jara fitinol la fu baro ka be wol samba nan dukara nga karta odi ado ngatam andu wonyan na bola Gambia la benna mol ka cand la nyina la yenyim faham
wallahi
because ni wonta kanyim men fotan sai foten num pour Senegal sojarol yenan ndolla carte fayoto wonyan na bola baro la bulma
wallahi amanya na kala
omanya na bola baro bul non kol kata silol la annu sekolli ninta man tol ni ta wala fo birin tolu ya jamme balantano ngamere economic la contact wala moli samananje so muni atina ni atman tol daise any possibility ni ta sojaro la men yalon ko purun tolla ndolla electiono muna neto economic kilon contact le ye adopke rather than kata Senegal samanan separate so ni nata jiba beka ke political motivational de kamul kumbe dundi nyoto doron barata work la Gambia
thank you
ata work la
okay
la min sorry enjoy to ni nata Gambia jibe mol kunin dalde ko men koto ke men fo mol be kalamal ntengo experience ta monela Gambia baro lentanga me mistake ko ke dula kilem fanando because mejo boja ya fo janne yenna former CDS jala nimbe nata jibe koma men fo karto faytale ya jamme balanta bot president kal men kal loyal ya ka do ya bakel na Gambia sojaro ni be loyal tanu ya jame satman ko economic fountain anu satman problemo kata Gambia but ye banne kay no so the few people on men loyal taye and will del benun state house ntanga wolom menela sojaro men be ton table I was there dinni wol tatale law kidi potole me ye londi ton table te tatala funto bol da fo kele ko basukala fun what final sojaro lo so what alina hakilo ngan ay correct kana stila ngan na banko bonde don do problem baraka bak
thank you assalamu alaikum keba sabale hello keba
yes lamin konate sama
sama timbal bunyado
be alhamdulillah
very good
follow mbela luntangolu konton na ka follow na ongulla mejo bojang sanyang kole matinte mujamburun koti wuluwoto aning sinyo ya Kenya kamate mumbari maleti mbela lo jeyte fanan konton na mbece jaw konton na
waran defana muy bari na de kabe bila
nsonta nta se indila katung ninga te fangbe diamla ba fole ne jambur ni sanyang ñunumu sate kinoleti ñunumu mo kinoleti korda kilingol le mo andum nga lombakele ando ay na sate fanal lombakele
inshallah
ala nyim bo tambila Gambia fanga do ko men to ba se ko kombe lu kata bo to mo nyanyolu femman kumpaje ngala lungol ko ba nga be kala bari lafta me tan la wala ñu platform o men sindi bi ya sindi right time le katum na Gambia expato le be siri men ya lon ko sojari yani maral nyani tanko bunda ya woliyo le sambana nin Gambia nimbe wo woliyo le fole momo be ñim platform o to ya woliyo le sambana me lon ko na e fem fo security la karola amma fansun kuma fo ay londole fo membe larin ko kam me alon ko ani londi ko le katanyola mbeten tula wala ñi hakili ñi ma soto di ñol lungo ka dum Gambian ko be kumpa bale kono me mbula kumpa kono wala ñinti ko na president no ay jahalindi bake ma o fengo membe bulu fengo ta ye ko di wala ye ta o ñini dula doto iñabe talu la woto we ku dantam firin wala mennu be bulu ma ñayto ware mano ware mallela kadu ningonte ntolla Gambia banko kam bi sojarol kasile kakumbo men na wala yentolo filisirinne mbuka do sku sotom be menkela ila fam frustrate la bam purum be ngam fonyon na do wala ba na tarako e saisbul amile be bul na ka do ata bak yaje ko tonya kule be na banko ka o kule kata banko ka wo beta keno lesi imo nyofu yesi nyofu bari mennu be bul wol fo may te ko soto nyanta menkela ikata adla do ngaba woto nyine Gambia dimo be kutuma fiki andum mbololem bawo Gambia mun kule bi je mem matin nam bita sojari fu wala na wandi bankolu kan atu ngawta man serol je e kake bankolu men kanno e kake dalilo men to wala banko katara setano le kono men e kaje kon damata ni kumfano la damana kata kuota ni sina bari mawo trek je na banko kan andum lafta Gambia dumol hakilo bulandi la damenna ni lo ale man sakunda announcement o ke kari confirm ko Gambia tulu kolongolu na oil fiba kolongolu men iko yeje iko be simo datila banko kan pour men lu menyanta na la do ko wala nyim fele si tambi tambaren kumbota ando nyim foda ko wo dilo fango kono makisalla ni ate adama baro ye kuta man bi note majere pour kaje ko men mi Senegal ta men lu ba drill kan wo mo kilingolu son tako kube duma me alonko idabe fule kili woto one secondly na election o men kanala mbenga lonko election o men kana man trek jeje men sa fokoro ku politiko la abe nurin na doronko men nu be laftay bebe takan kuloni munya ono i ka campaigno keko i ka inyanta kala nyakan Senegal la campaigno mbenga jere wala fon la 30 dangerous min to bari inena man na ma ori ni la Gambia ko alinde ma sojari kunda waram police kunda waram membe ko kanam puo mo la ni le mo kumpa andu me mo kumpa ila right lem pae kumpa ka na banko kolem na tara man sakunda la fin tananno ni ba kala nyama ha gambia dingol la ku karle ka mba kala lilo men ka woni ni kaatu abelo ringi jinte ne pour banko mo le bo kumpo to kaatu sama men ko sojari kunda ni mo le wandi banko la uniform telje ina tandu na banko kan akam wolu kijo farale kaatu jama wuka te kayra ko woto amanta ko mutreno obsaka de kana le second draft or whatever ni yemo jahal baake andum mbe andala kala hani kati biten as ni ya mo la tenyane ko yo fela sakulet kam mol be intervene to iko comic la driver dole mo wawla taki me alon ko yo be sakulet kam foto nyante bambara kita accident garawri mbati me alon ko kondin telu na kam fa sambalaje ni sifa kana se an manelu wulindi banko ka sakara mol malo dalilo men faati ne be se kanita bare mba fa mol en sa dusuma ngalla moy na exploitor kana tem sitake wajabi kuti mensina na kiroti nyam katu na president be dawundinne andu mola mata me alonko ala jeri nyalu na la fahamro ni ko akoy tambela ko aman tane amanto andum du kare al illa moy al falula men de ko mejo boja nyolu la nyolu kata mo ko tamol men ya lonko ila londo be ko rinyum fanna la pour ku kata fitin nimbulu men sina setanu wulu na banko kan ngali konto ngali tentu ngali jayi alla do ku ken alla baraken do la barak
okay mbe two more calls sala ngana ko ngana nguro alla fonko alla concluding remarks assalamu alaikum badi salam badi
assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam ito di may aneko komando
Sirif lambe ko ke ka UK
Sirif juma Jamme bismillah
yo mal kontona ila la no bakata no directly na malong for yo suspend
directly no mbuko ta ningo directly
wala tinna kay nga funol be tranya bandu no la anyway left a contributor la program to la diamol ci ku da bake yo bante left a meñi ni kala lamini altul be ndo ko membe la tu wala kam membe kis yal kam membe bondal ka fo suto tilal be ndo wala ngamira molal fana nyanta lolo kalpul semben tuya journalist be do ko men nay ke kisrol men ka banko kan ka kulol men bonde ke findindi oppositionol be alan ko atul be mol banko mol be fala woli o oppositionol be siring wol buka at e buka demonstrate e buka femfo e be daring ning adam baro be sojarol provide kan ke samana gambia kono for oppositionol nyanda tarla dere naba wo loyal membo banko kan fol nyanda tarla dere naba o professional membo banko kan fol nyanda tarla dere naba fol man jarra ka finde ka protest fo banko dingol mam necessary pour ka finde ka protest ete amiro be kele banko kan janna UK jang mi yalo ya ko banko dingol da finde la oppositionol da finde
yalla sala nyimbe nyame kati fa la kana sa yalla minam nyimbe nyame kati fa la kana si mo be tenkundo yalla ni mul bal provoke I'll keep the calm.
But I mean, this is not about provocation.
December 4th is just around the corner.
But nobody knows. Okay, you can't force now overturn. Senegal, you soldier or your lawyer insist. But you are told that you can't refer you from the fapareta. Pour cap ko bo fen kala nyaay be kidio kala be ko be kala be patalal bar ni metal de itu mas membe siri man sa membe siri pour ko bonnay dinaay pour ka bonna ko palian eta mo opposition ay man sembo so ni ya overton so ni sojarol bantam beltata ni so banko mon ni baro temadu can we get baro nobody so sen mo malo ni proposition ni plano be mal ablarim aba besere menka mo be la mirol fo kan rom ko mo kana isinde ka ko maybe nothing will be happen kana sila ikam sana ay mira ta sila nak yo ala baraka bag ala baraka
assalamu alaikum Mr. Sonko
yes kanate defo
ngajale be call card di order line te utano la
Ani nga wala understand nka mo you know.
Bismillah program.
Because number de manga kilimoti.
Yes. Yes.
Bare follow memme jo bonya konton na. Ba konton na sanga fanan na. Ye bisa dimma me bite mari memba bare oto membe makati akano je ayano makati.
Yeah.
Dola naka mufno wani kambo bagat sanya from sanyang kada abla jara yol Philip. Yo mbeke yo fanan konton na. Yeah, and then the third participant atondi ko tege fang Lalo.
Lalo.
Yo Lalo matalo bari ko his household name in the Gambia National Army. Ngebe konton an ngalo ko de all season military personnel.
Oh yeah, definitely. Lalo mom.
And the people we can always rely on. After Mr. Bojaye ko ala speech bino Abedi High School woduma Abedi as a commissioner. Why they go obviously ala forabe ma fela ma fereng. Bari Gambia ngawalen ni because bangko is at a crossroad. And the responsibility is on everybody's shoulder puka bondi abedamen to be. And I'm so happy and so pleased kaje molka lobby and they take responsibility and they own up. Walem forayati. Walem bangko din kendayati. So when I saw Mr. Bujana Ako, I minibeka ala action on a jamme, he would take ownership of all of that because ala own personal judgment lewati. Because I don't like blame games. I don't lalo even for wala beje ani kejaw. Ning be we should assess our situation. Ngajibe what is doable in the Gambia. Nim pati ni wotem bonni no la possible.
Wallahi wala tonyate.
My UDP jibela look ning iko Useno Daba be His Excellency. I don't look at him as the individual or as an individual. I look at the team, Mimba Koma Minuka Baja, Minuka back.
Yes, sir.
So London Bunto wala beje. Alga chance the UDP la e banko bondi. Bata koleado beje alabuka la jongo kande. Bao alfongatana kolembe kangambe abi ay bonding kang. And ila panelo mol baby, they are all living in their comfort zones like myself. You are not thinking of healthcare system. I'm not thinking of healthcare. I work in the hospital. Likewise, that family. The same thing. University, everything is here. But in the being can receive foreign can can time spend member young la Gambia. And then let them do the right thing. Come December, Dukare Baro, Almas Pagadasi Mankamanda.
Baraka.
Jelamayati.
Baraka.
Allah Baraka Bag.
Badul Ngamenas land left Mura Napalol Kolepuye Ila Sarodi, Bari, also been there Dunkan. So this is the last and final call. Salam alaikum, Badi.
Walaikum salam.
Yeah, last call. Can I make back at 1 minute?
Problem to be post of all be more people na than say customer Switzerland. Be fon ko ke ma konto na men kada lalo jede dum ba konto na baten to ba ke ba jayidam be be mejo momodu bodam fanan konto na be ke jaw tulu ñol fanan konto. Gambe la problème o dat foundational. Alors ne mo bejo boja na ko la moy. About Sarah Janganyola, Pempoji, Mia, the Gambia problem that na foundational. Because na foundational Maldaku. Jaware foundational, Gambia foundational on a quicksand. Mogabanko below Nyama. The problem we are having today started from there. Because Jawara was so naive. I could still remember Mola Aponya in 1990. The defunct Janin NIA in our company were Penco Membeje, were intelligent Sadizo Membeje. They compiled evidence to Jawaraka, whether they call Gambela soldier, Gambel army. Molda Kadunja Melaman Gambenol. But the response to Jawara was that. The national census Grenadi to identify who are the Gambian. But Jawara passed over the responsibility of Sarah Janga. I remember Kunu Menke that Birimbe independent fight camp. Into Lemon Manta Karamu to Menda. Come and illiterate.
wolle Gambia ye Gambia ko Gambia nyata sotlan but birin jawranata in order to at a democracy main institute Gambia in order to have a foundation jawra mo bin toliye mbo promote ko bi secondly alken sojoro men potenten for more than kabasa bi man si birin po nyim ko be kungol about the president of the Senegalese police other Gambian people are laughing it is coming to our door it is coming to the doorstep of every Gambian because Adam Mandol left Adam left the Meneal ba Senegal la dua jabor kede ka Adam ngol situation de Gambia president yala andu wallahi billahi tallahi ninga Adam ala wa tan bita jin 2021 we will never have a country called Gambia. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Baraka.
Pamud la ngai pamud la kumona pamud hone mul kibar wala.
No, this is fact. This is in a second mo be jatti mo la.
Ndakunde hone mul kibar la jinn many times.
Because Senegal la dua jabol kede. Senegal e foundation so le same foundation bil Senegal yenne. Jawara mam foundation bil Gambia. Nimbe tonya ko la ñoye. Yeah, Jammeh did something because Jawara Gambia 1975 Jawara Gambia nata fa university so dalu wayi do la problème o data wolto dum farol da margana Gambia na fa ami hey bi Angleterre be Angleterre da medo queen tema fonta da ami le bari ndol ka jugi sama bella because mam mo so même pas commande ñat lu la ala barak
ba tumado ngani kiol men so do ñatin to la teng tumado ngamele to be mol ma ko le kamuru kam
ay sa mol ma ko yo fa nu Gambia lo alimbe block of nyonga kapto di UDP la because Lansar kelo be Gambia Lansar kelo be Gambia mbe bu lundan nga lundan jiandu lundan fo ngeso na bagoka bar lundan fonen lol dal bala bari ndol lam muslime and la kam muslime interpret namen and na naïfness ngam fon ala fon be tinya kan sai Gambia dum be tinya kan ne
Thank you. So la ke nda kolta la msimurun lundanka nchavon alpha balkan ibesi ila sarodi ngaflo la ke jawya nimbo ke jawya ngata la loya ngaflo alpha ba fanga ngana la bang alpha ba fanga so ke jaw nkal tulo ko la sol mil fa la komandro ke yela makano moy
ebe luwati nyala de biko be laban alpha baya woto folo dimni o ya de sita temanko ya de nira alba alpha baya alors
okay so kejale signor
military culture soto
aba defa la jambe be kere ndabe jande
okay then you ko nyama that is no problem then go accept la
okay I'll respect your protocol so nga folete ya
Mr. Ture go ahead
no nga folete ya after nga nata Mr. Ture ya kana wori
okay good nde tonya mbe menkela dron wala mo mbe la moy lal tentula mbe meni ba la moy kan meni ben jiben kan meni bina la moy la meni bina jiben to kala mbe be tentula yela time men soto pluka la moy jang mbe Mr. Toure fanan kondo na Mr. Bojang comme jointe nyamen ka ideal di jang ndela last word be kala mendi wala mo Gambia no the ball is in your court Adama Barrow ntol bele nga sammanang ntol bele contribute one way or the other abina watu men na momon Adama Barrow long hani UDP le executive mo be ma long sakato mo the general UDP population anata ngajen na executive ol mutatale ya UDP mo agree to combat la select la prake flag bearer tonya UDP ya Adam Barrow di Gambia la woto kabira futata coalition of anan luwalu be accept be resigned iko mbe luwalu mbe leadership tombon na ten Halifa Sallah lota Adam Barrow lota Ahmad Ba lota ni Mr. Bojang coalition loi ye memfo Adama ye leadership win wala kan woto from that point coalition bele tamu Adama the coalition no Adama di Gambia because Adama at that point are resigned to be a UDP candidate inana muri banko be tama ya tama purunga adama tambinde sai woto mbele responsibility mu Gambia bele responsibility lem ko adama natale adama la mistake wala problème lu ngaje ño ñale tonya ba wato sotale modol kabring at the beginning doli soko nyingele and at that time betonya fala people like me ndemajo at that time and we still defending adama's government then nga mistake wol je ño ñalale so say ngaji ko men ko ati talano anu ning betonya fala ñoye ko kata ñamen ati talano because security member ko diam kanje yalo molu it is moli yamuta ko men ko security is always physical security. National security depending only the physical security of the people's security, the political security, the economic security, cyber security, all those are included in the national security apparatus of the country. Woto sai ning ata misal be ngaji adama la man sakunda mantra tamakan. Ndol be ngolon ne sai. Fo sai mbesila le dumba nganya kas dumba another 5 years to yalla pour nga fo banko la bank. On this side, I will be a little bit political because definitely more politician or lelt. I'll be a little bit political about the thing. Wala minyindiko. Gambia alingambulo kafunyoma nga kafunyoma konga mbulo kafunyoma nyame kabiri ya jamelota ay mandinko be neng ay threat di kabe mandinko be fala. The whole country came together and say, we are all mandinkas. Yeah, you have to go by hook or by hook. He was powerful, he was rich, he has everything. But Gambian people will go, no, ntakela sama, you have to go. Saying, Gambia Banco, the soul of the nation is at stake. Na lobitano lumantra takan. Na communication lumantra takan. Na silo lumantra takan. Na funding ke olmeni yalongo ka 20% of the GDP provide for our country. They are all on standby. Ning Adama Barrow winte be deport la 2,000 people live in Germany. Nyimbago e boy so ngati amal tolleli. Banko be la immigration loi so le tonyala. Bare ning Adama Barrow winte nga folle badi bumba folle ko tanke na winta tol 2,000 boys so membe Germany al man kayto so de be se la Gambia. Ala imagine bang. Wol kam membondi la molu kan e be kala nyaadi. But hanu fanambe manke quality de men important wolem nyindi ko Adama Barrow ye promise o dila ko nae election win he is going to be a dictator. Ndol Gambia no sa mbe sila le banga mo nga kato di mo la ko tengen kae nae ke dictator ba te famale afada ko now winter lumina December on the 4th political meetings which is enshrined in the constitution comenko is our personal and human right akoba banna at left. The information be mentioned to come base ne ata misala betonyalem Adama ya dai la ka fo kiyama no ko an elected official ka fa ko men ko in fact nata URR le pour left like a police order pour ye arrest president
an elected person
an elected chairman. That is the information that we are having ka fo kono ningo muto nyati wala nyindi ko Adama la threat nyin ka fo ko men ko al katro fa nyimbe kala dictator hansa e aman give up. So saying the ball is in our court. United Democratic Party inte believe that wala munna party. Inte believe that leader believe that politician. Mrebe Gambia no Daniel al chance the United Democratic Party because for 22 good years their leader and their supporters sacrificed everything. Modu fata je. Mojelle fata. Tonya UDP da mamamfa. But the brunt of the majority of the brunt of the things of Yajamela brutality alata United Democratic Party. But they stayed fast and they say, there must be democracy in our country. Yaya Jamme, we have no problem with you personally, but ila mara nyawo nyanda dannale. Ko sifa be for the ko sifa be kata bari continued for 2016. Mota fala komen ko UDP la contribution in the country for 22 years doesn't contribute to the ouster of Yaya Jammeh. Mota ofala. Mbele denda ngaka, but UDP fanana activity the contribution was very paramount. Nganana board, nganana example jibe, you go to KMC. You look at the candidate that UDP present Gambia no to be the Lord Mayor of KMC, alala activities jiba, alala dokol jiba, ala character jiba, ala manya jiba, leadership and everything. Membe ke kan KMC be anamana ke KMC kabisa for 1965. Ngata base URR Fode Danjomi Alonko is a UDP candidate. Since 1965, I salajel kabirata kanyeta signed my salol mem bill. I salol men law, I salol men that anamananke URR since 1965. What that is also a proof ka jiko. United Democratic Party mansakunda alon la mansakunda mi alonko, it will be for the interest of the country. Ninna na board. Nalko policy. United Democratic Party, the 5-point policy bondali ne lefte be banko kele nyame yige promiso di nimman yin tama de nim 5 years o sita alien account ne amanke alsembay. Badin Gambian ko ni aji European or ning American or lienda wolem ika menke wolem nyindi nim politician on nata e bukaji be nyimumba di net nyimunyi net kar giben anim munena takabe menke la banko e. Ninga nata a chance di aje ko ke jaw ka be nyine kala lalo ka be nyine kala mejo bojan ka be nyine lamin konata ka be nyine kala sai ngi compare nko ke jaw yemen samanande wolente ngamire wole be banko na fale a chance di ke jaw la nin sanji lulo sita ke jaw tata kunta ya do na ya wafati je lalo nata ko nga fale na ala di na chance ne chance di lalo ni lalo fana ye kunta ya ka ya wafati je ye chance di Mr. Bojana na ya kunta yake ya wafati je wole atinde niwo keta sinya kilim fulla saba politician on nimbe bina be minala sembo mantrantela sembo be banku dingol del wota ninga ya jame wafati je election December 4 nga Adama Barrow wafati je ni Usenu Dabo nata wala Halifa Sallah nata wala Momo nata nama kanyama ngo fana wafati je yaje politician ol tenkela jongoti to lebe kala jongoti because it lemun to la jongoti to leke jo wotonde la last word be kala menti wala nyinti kombe Gambia no danila alikana son banko ye tinya alinga Adama Barrow bondije because it's not working, nothing is working. Hani Adama Barrow fanga yalla ko nothing is working. Politically or security wise or nothing is working. Kunun jambe muso la mwela muso ko amusie iPhone 11 Pro ay wala sanga ay kuta kuto abatama kan silo kan kamba dingol njapita ka yalla iPhone o busa buli naka be diam le ko ba fala amman kuno ji asita kamalo warata ako amalo warata wo kul buka ke Gambia kon bar say wol dol be ke Gambia kon ibo ka hanyi musul buka hanyi ba kendo muta ila telephone no ba ñu kala ba ko ne ya soro ila bunda ni ma haklu mos ne nyapi kay yefa wota Gambia alinga December on the 4th nga Adama Barrow bono nyin Senegalese sojoro minal keje de imman kuno ji andi to kuno la ji the will of the people will prevail December on the 4th ninga Adama Barrow bay ECOWAS will not let the soldiers to go after the citizen aboka ke anata kela ninga Adama Barrow ya no aya for is 2000 soldiers samana nali e carte of fight even the international community will follow you ay be men follow la wala matuli men start al malla fi menne be wala follow la be bulola wala no makaji ko men ko banko mo lu ko man la fi nyin they are going to escort Adama Barrow out of that country na la fi data Adama for equatorial Guinea na la fi ni yaje mestaji pass physically they can join together there wala mon na kuma kamote be men fala al chance the United Democratic Party la al chance the Gambia la nga Gambia samba nyato nga men soto Europe jang ndol be siri njang facilities men be jang sonko ya fo jemi sonko ya fo healthcare mbuka kumbo wala electricity mbuka kumbo wala internet mbuka kumbo wala transportation mbuka kumbo wala nka na muru ko tenkan ko do ki pour ka mbadi ngol mako mbanyol nim fañol nin na badi ngol mako back in the country ningambe mon tuba buru talal soto non ko mas ning problème fang bete kala bawo momo konkota nin konko solo tele you have to defend for yourself tenu ara ya jame fang 22 years or so laji wala mon na la wodoti ala baraka baka
thank you very much Mr. Lalo
and I'm very positive about Gambia membe kala December 21
okay ke jaw ñefanante bi ngay jay for coming to join me fanan si sarodi nganata alfa ba
yeah, thank you very much. Baraka, Mr. Konate. Kai biyo e ture kunda manyale ke kai.
I'm waiting. Kai wulta.
Yo, kai bete tula mbeja ila baba ke biyo. be kila lamin turela te kay mbe keri mol fanal tentula bal jayila kabo pamudu bojang na la dimbayal anin lamoylal nin jiber lal bal be tentula bal jayila albakata kambake ala mari ala ma ala al makoy ay because kanyin mo be nati nola janka diamu andu al diamu minke al doko min beke kayo bemu ala atodum kay tenturo yanda tenturo fenkila because bemu kuleti me alon ko akanna banko mako la kasamba nyato nimmo be boka tolu na banko bita nyato le ben panelisol kontrona ka bonna keba mejo bojang anin lalo kaymbe mejo bojamba tentulan kay ni wati kafule ko ninna benta wati no mbemem fulay drone afon responsibility tale ko be no APRC janne andung munatina I you know among lo ka kudital ka kele aning started so no chance dilala la saying the only thing do lafta mem fulay drone ndebota nyamina le so nasibolu ngamen nasibolu lo kono ngama atele tede so kola kay ngalo ngay do ku kendo le kemba jayla mba tentula ala service to the country yo na boto la molye men fodron ndefana mbole conclude la dron ko nyimbe mo intimidating tactics leti ka mol silandile alkana sila gambiano to le tamu bankoti to le tamu na karteoti la loy men fo mba dinga mbabla la wolto atege politician oti bari men fo la dro wolon ko nyim problem on men be nata teng nangi UDP nata bebe bondi la jela bebe because security are important to bakele ni e ko mogmol membe kanate ngi bebuka banko tankandi because hani bi ni mol fundite ka mem fodro ka fole ko ha on ni yaje mebe janyi dekela wo ka ken defe maluku baleti anda kan dewunne because democracy wala nyanta security natila dan dictatorship so akamunta dictatorship wala security natin to la banko kan so de bala fa warta bake ademo warta bake wala na arama baro ka nyimmo kemo nyimmo men be nati ten ka nyi security mel be nati ten afan ko modronam ka mol intimidate dron because hani science fu nyarol be la fa kanne so alnga bang man sakunda me alonko aben tankandila so kal mangalalo bula nala de politico fenke bari lafta mi domandi men fana fulo comme ni le men foka fuko ya jamme ni la alliance akana mo deum because mo te bulu APRC ni mejo ya fu janna ko ni ko view December inshallah ba fulo ko UDP so important ba kala andum fanan ya jamme ante mo mara te be hanila kana ka fuko mina Gambia le ngana citizen private citizen dron ka dum play no la kana ante mo mara bina janna bota nan Guinée janna ka futantol fangol ma ni mol me ya be kin dun nyola kabo atodum South America no ngamo ya mel ko do ta ayela drogol ta kabo Ghanaian no la emel fa ni Nigeria no wol dam man ba sambala kiti yola de hanin tol ma fa he kol fangol ba ni kan sign so wol baby jele mel ya lon ko kulle me yalon ko akana mosila mbem kuma dantam fana fula dron o Gambia sojorol mol koy kane blame kana fenke late lale ngalon ko lebe na security tamandila andum banku dingol la muti andum tema ngamira mol men ngako be ngafu nyame mol men kaya jamme support yamansia ku kilindro ye menke wala road block sol ye menke silo kan just ka mejo bojan jabi wodo road block sol ye wala ke silo kan 2016 wole atina komen ko ya mutala komen ko bankobe wole so wol mun kulati me ya lonko wol damman tenga mero nge jayi jalay wala na boto wala be to dum membe kerin ni lam konte be mem fulay dro wala ala continue ka nyin karol ke nga continue ka security ke nati forefront because security tanko important da baba kele mo be ya jele say problem mo be Gambia mo la mobile be sunya la mo hani be laring la bunko mo kana ke la fo kati important baba kele andum patiol million ko membe ko UDP mele solution so yente wolle natila but journalist ol fana la do ko men sotal nyanta men kele wolum ka diamu moliye ka nyinin karoke ka kol kisi aliya commencé janne abete ata baba kele ni aje barobe nyim motol sanna abe nyim fenkol kele businessman ol le ba ko ma meli alon ko aka fo en ko ninga ul ka fa en ko ninga moto dila woto be nyim mining contracts ol ba dilan tol la mo be halu ko akita wala nyama so journalist wala le do ko so al bula nyil normal bula e ko mo ko normal ala sa fe ali atandi la ko al manya na mol takila silo kan ali bori al manya na ka mutol muta je min jojol kal ya bula al buka son al manya na ka haruna jamme nyul sifal bum kidola kuta kunna je na duta drong ni mol ya sa fe fo asiata ila banko fangol be wulale ye ku action o taje you know be même fula drong ko ka jabir lal jabi drong wulam ko al nga pesen ta drong kari saba man siya bake nga munya nga lonko kari saba man siya kana modol ka fuko al nga funti ndinga mo kana funti fang nga adama baro bro nga be men kala yake ni kari sabo sita tul nganda karto sika nga ta nga fa funti jam ni ngoke drong inshallah e ko mon ko be lala mol kanne mu dunia be lala mol kanne you know nga bangu nga masakuna kutonati yo ala baraka ala mana
okay bita alpha baya mr nabo mejo boya be murule kan so ela dindol be moyle yakolal bel moyle musibu lay fane sarodi buton ñing kamala atol be nun jele ale kol be min takije bi lafta ila janebes ila sarokono isi sojarol isi yamara isi kuma foye itrisinyam isi mimoy bari ye fam put yourself in their shoes andum fana as bi mu civilianolti isi mune fono fana kamul yamar you know o nge fana mbulay sarodi baraka baki andu ngal ko ite bida men je is late because sudo du tala nyente ite ngambara e wulta kabun talan nan o talan saba kawulu kadung ni programme ko oto tonya you know is a big sacrifice andu yami ngentol kunde ngetendo wala ngeja ngeni mbara baki bedwale ya baraka baki
yo abaraka lamin abaraka lalo anen kejaw ngal kontom baki Central River Division kai momo buta woto mum baji ngoleti soja rolu nte se min fo e mba folola ni wala because yaje yemin fo to nyalo mu wulta kabrin talan saba selo ari yaje few minutes ron nyanta borla ba rumo do ngata ku mbita do kola and I'll be leaving in the next 20-25 minutes or so bari nga ajele ko nyin han natran later do kola bi ajarta ale because Gambia abi tembo minto Gambia din kende o kende na tare mu Gambia dingolet ila fita Gambia inyan tawuli lale biyete 65 bamba nin julu killing wole bije inyan ta sabat fulala ala kana ke sabat ya sitik ay bamban kor nyinte amanke politics it is not politics Gambia be crossroad o minto sanyin ten ninga tuta wonyama momo seita baro noto for the next 20 years ita regulate land ni tata Ghana itata Nigeria itata ani Rwanda ulmini alon ko kelo e gebe tinya over 500,000 people le fate je dula be destroyed go to Tanzania yata even Uganda agibe mimbe kere one positive step in a small country akami wulunte coming for molie maninkol coming for bani ya sitida makadomoro ke wonto tonyalo ite kila mansa ne mo manjika because ibuka motosa ibuka domorsa fe o fe ngabe wala mo mansala ne mo buka mote mo kelelawo adunga fu mole nin ale ke palaso ninga ikemedila ye kilinta wo killing wo 1% wo is more than enough for you and your family ne 99% ke development yake molkan ite di amo mo ila kote bar ni te 99% ay 1% di mol Africa la problem mo be ka ke wala soja rolinte semin fo wala mu nyenti ali sabari ala la discipline min alonje ala muta the future is bright the UDP government min binala momenta usenu allow la ka foka ita kele konyini be nyami also he is surrounded by people many along at a putlano into his pocket soja rolu there is hope in the future. Al-Kana, Ali discipline mean, thank you for, since the creation of the Gambia National Army, Ali discipline maintained. The entire population, Fana, Ali Sabari. Al-Kana, Funde, no, because the kid, keso, nteka wala for mole, nko keso manyasoto. Thinking telo, near fire, katada mi malo. Abukalun Jamalun Almamiti, Abukalun Jamalun Alkaloti, Abukalun Jamalun Minisati, o Mandinka, o Jola, o Surua, o Manjak. Ate katale wrong. Abemi male malo. So fitino na ala dani wola o kanaki. Nse Gambian ko be dani wola. Bari mbe nyenko kumfala nyine la ko. Tibabol kafumina the ball is in your court. This is very simple. Aliya bondinya ming aliyo powerless soto December 4th. Kido Martin alima bondi. Alima bondi ni kidi la alima bondi ni dokola. Aliya bondi na la kartele. Wo karte wole bali bulu. Wo karte keso wole fenketa than any atomic bomb or nuclear bomb tise min fenkeno because more min ka nuclear bomb or control kartele ka sindije. So wolo mal la kidoti. Adu mo kana ila karte fai nyamo kon. Nte man taranu UDP. I had issues with them. For how many years? But uvananka lonka tonya le foko ni ekuondo kama mga fuele, it's not supposed to happen. Aduni usen kakacha hanya rumbe minisela watu mena kalamuta. Aluka mimfate along. Nteka mimfolo mnyenti. Mansakunda se fu nya ikela mokende kilin dundije. Niya dundije. Nintelu tutanung nintel dol tutanung Gambia. Tendunye mofa mimbeke atikela.
Yes, sir.
Because we were able to control situations in that place. But being I intelipe water titadoro, but if see fanu tadoro, o civilian will mini be I mini na kwe na ko mi loy kungola kalwa kungole.
Yes, sir.
This wolom situation moy na dua o si fa ne kana soto Gambia koteke.
Wallahi.
Adunia di bi ntebe nsa fa carte fa useni. Nga for modole akwenye ko entebe MPP nga okay. I want you to give me one good reason. Me a team netebe ibe baro support like I tara ge kotike for the next 5 years. Nga I'm not a man tara mokan. I'm not talking to you as a member of any party. As a Gambian, I'm not level of education than the secondary folly. You are educated. Nga tell me, give me one reason. I double ta akafonye the only time in for he brought democracy in the Gambia. Democracy
every time
since 1965 for 30 years we had democracy jani in Telebina. Ntelfana mbijenga democracy le sort of fobiri ya kita dictator. Nka abote je democracy la tele jamale asambana. Nka that is not a reason. Tell me, give me another reason amakeno. Nka intenyi nka dalila jamale ya tina inyanta karte file useni. Akonye dalila jama. Nka killing ala consistency. For 22 years, that man has been fighting. Ya sorong, ye kuobe kala, abe insist nka eko. That is not wolomwikafule selflessness. Nka fulanja ngakwe. Nka ala level of education. Anala exposure. Anala maturity. Nka that is number 2. I don't care whether I have a PhD or whatever or something like that. Leadership, intelligence is not synonymous with level of education. No. There were professors minimum degrees sort of high was teaching people PhD thesis safi. But leader ni ajuri kalonne akatara jato le kol.
Hikma.
Dukare ngali manene altel Gambian call ni tamata bi yaje Gambia la infrastructure silo Hani one overpass or that wrong as a big fake, but in Tata Nadulato, Mtata Gambia, Namoto from Sanyang, Katana Koda to Kotu, which is supposed to be about 10-15 minutes. It took me about 6 hours.
What?
6 hours. Ibe silo ka moto libe farla karobela ni ibe ine moto bor ni ini sajiol ni mbalu ni mfalol kalinya tili nyola kang silo lika ite ka for 5 years. The type of Gambia la square how many thousand square kilometers? About 6,000. Ite ka ole for banko less than about 2 million people. Womi momo la sate letija. Itema wo develop, itema wo control, nema develop, nema feo fenkeno. Ite ena amurun kote ke kwe kata karte fwe wole fwe ye fata role sitinya.
Yes, sir.
Dukare ngali manene Gambian call. Nyimman ke nobody hates Baro. Moman tara noma as an individual. We are after the country ala progress. Na ninyi alda ntebe na kumo kumfala nyine. Gambia momo kazumbarindi madi ya mtejani kombo momo entelo yena lanzinte mama saba wole jawarasi sanjal boja waji boja anin jombo sira burfoot boja muluta politiko la kon so adun kombo lansari olomot medi amlal tel kombo koli kabo sabiji fo carton kabo kafuta fo sanya alila moenna.
Yes, sir.
Ala dingol bondi pata kono al kanal dingol dundi dimba kono ali wuli ali carte fay loya Usenu Dabwe momo ente kanu momo benka mbadi mfulol mini be nyamina ani surwal kaduma ninkol ma woli fo ni woli be diamula bungola kono barinte mbaw badi mfulol alien kanu nyami nga kelo min kali altil Central River Division kata jara nga kumande yake onyini beton momo ya tara ya lonko ntenga ku kendole ke wodulato wo kende ya kili ngonni wole bina woto mbe kango dila albela ko ntebe carte fayla Usenu Dabule dalilol kan adulla fita aliya fanal jikitana albe wuli ale carte fay Usenu Dabule ning ala sonta ateme lamben singolola Gambia
inshallah
politiko a kurto nga dunne fa bambanta kat APRC ntelle nga dada ntelle nga ke APRC te adun kanale fana nteni mol mini ya dada ne woli la diamo wote kila bit
inshallah
bari nga mol mini fenke APRC mol mini be APRC wala lata UDP ka yefa fisir wali ya mo se hakilo tu watu de se usabali nga kuke watu mineni ke bala kumo malanka fwe a corrupta fen ko no I'm not going to talk about it. Why? Nko eko because if I mean Kenya ala ko ni me sababu mi mwe kuke ndo ke ima tentu na itati ala fango tentu lano nko ima fama njawi amanke more corrupted. I am not denying that, but I'll not, because he did one thing for me in life, me contributor towards my success. I will not talk bad about him. Wotoni UDP le ye barota ya Cindy. He was a UDP candidate because he was Cindy. We na murung among jaw sort of for UDP. Hey, wotonte be sila la wala. That is my issue. Wala muntela problem. Wotu Gambian ka inyanta wolon nale ko nyingi aya bonsungo jamfanya takita dami. Aboita ate poita dami. I economy ni ka fole ya baraka takita dami amawo temple wotu nal mal hakilotu ai nyini jamfanya min Gambia be bola abe Gambia jamfala telbe kela wandi bankolet.
Yes, sir.
Gambia la antelle ni abe kela balafati.
Yes, sir.
Ninga sita je for the next 5 years you are albekela maybe Casamance be South Fenkol Tentelle be Eastern Senegal.
Yes, sir.
Allah baraka.
Udum badinlo mutallemo be mo nyira ala baraka bake nyin lemu molti mi non ko edum do kujamal la politikite nyanalele andum fana yamarol min be ki jang ngamela mol be la moy la kendekel Gambia mfutata tunkum mi non ko meta fa jande be crossroad badinlo alinga nyola mani hakilo la kana nyola mani Kuba la kita nyingambe ko Bangkok. Kuba la kita jam. Example of la nyati to la jam. La lo jaite. Yala experience jibe. Yala love of country jibe. This are one of they are you know they are the main of fine ikamnyale miyalan ko so jaro bunda fen londi pour so jaro nyanta mu nek la Bangkok. Il y a exhibit in many aspects. But the system way they find the men and women they are find that we can be proud of. You'll betale ye benatinang is a ye kulukulandema for Bangkok. Imagine major bojan experience than the Molajang, Ninkitala. Being better Londo be a mantra gambena faka because Imantarje, they are not contributing the but of course jang ibaji ka mo labari ni be kachaka but laftel ya kamande Bangkok but ni system of jamian ko ay bo ken dole beta le ke exclude a number of ranata abola tande kam molla momo ni so beta ko do ko kele tro isi bon momo isi beta do ko do ko do to nya fotro e ko UDP ko ye bon kelo mol kema be official kono bi do kudlalto kelo do be kan kadu emu political party dol modol let e manke NPP coach NPP dum amanke lo ke man sakundai amanke lo ke Gambia NPP is not a ruling party even though they pretend that they are oto mbe albeten de la milelan ko mo be fejim programme ko somanda ngal tentungal jay once again bro lalo kejaw aning mo jogo jangal betentungal be ala baraka bake butung forward do butung bi comme nga ngak nyamen tribulo 3 o'clock UK time ning kacala do lefanam bina jang menon ko nka programme minan na breaking it down ko kulta ka be jabe ko woro molye bari masakunda la do ko bunda do be ka me state owned enterprises ni losses ñol melke bina la ji pour ka wor fanal dol jibe kay sayin kan ka koni diamu mi be ka fulam ma ko no ben soirée binale afana be ka fulam ma janne ben soirée afana be do ko kende bala ke kan o fanalto no ha sise be taram fele anen sana dabo dum tara jang ka fal be ala baraka bake al kana ñu o programme fan kanal dans 3 o'clock on tila comme yebe al badi man la min ko da ko wado
Red Star Family Tonya company Seattle de ba Red Star Family Company itulumu nyontangon lete me yalonko bata kilin nem li jama be men kono
ye tento so tale na sifa o sifa pour alla picnicolo conference o anen futu sito ye sirengol fana sotole pour alla picnicolo alla party en alla conference o ye table jangol fana sotale jenne nyin table jangol mu yalonko ikola use pour conference o ye selen dangol fana sotole pour kapintalu anin masangolo biring sutuma fo ajangama e generator fana sotali e jele anin adjustable lampol mu yalonko nin conference be kering e kan lampol mun keye pour de la bese fanu
kabirin alla kunkol tolomba alla gadinol to alla kankangol to nsalla nyamolu kuntungi tembendi yesenia fitaro kabirin alla suwol kono bang fo alla official to nin alla motolu panete be silokan nkanale ngi nyafu ngi chika ke bondali silokan te sambale Gambia dawoda ete laftanga sambadami
mfelale loptan silabakan gunjur sate kono
wala lingi kachanyo ya
991 1353 237 1113 318 8131 993 3867 448 6841
Ali email
redstarfamily@gmail.com. Are you unable to tune into our radio frequency from where you live? Don't worry, the problem is over. Simply download Home Digital FM radio app on your Android phone or devices, including laptops or computers, from Google Play Store or App Store, and enjoy listening to excellent broadcasts from your number one radio station in the Gambia, Home Digital FM, Su Radio. Don't miss your favorite programs from Home Digital FM app, even from whereas with limited mobile networks. In fact, using the app does not use much megabytes. Home Digital FM, the voice of the people.
Nika kolea ko soto pour kan radio muta itabe sirin dameng nsa foyko ila kolea ko bantale dukare Home Digital FM la radio app download Android phone to wala device ol min kamta ko laptop aning computer kabona Google Play Store aning Apple Store ye fanse woni na programol la kabal fansu radio to Home Digital FM wala Su FM ila programol kanedang kabona Home Digital FM la app to hanibe dulal to mialon ko mobile network ko baka sembo soto je bake pour que mona fanyin Apple la abuka megabyte jamata ka boyla data to Home Digital FM jamala kango